Long ago.
I didn't even hit it.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
It's
look
everywhere.
at the wrong camera again.
Did I start the captions? Yeah!
Hey!
Let's go, me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another evening of D&D. We are Not Great RPG, and we're here once again for the City of Oshuamp. We're in a cave and having a great time hearing about, Iris's fun stuff and
Drugs.
drugs. A lot of drugs. Anyway, we'll go around the table, introduce ourselves, and then have a brief recap and pick up where we left off last week. As always, I am Don, and I will be playing Ether Revia, the Grave Domain Cleric, and I need this for personal reasons.
Oh.
Ether does. Skeleton. Don't worry about it.
I am Enton Grim, and I play Nesmans.
There are Entman's cookies on the table right
Not
now.
sponsored.
I'm serious.
You should know.
No, I know what you're saying.
We're not sponsored. Or are
We could be.
If they want to send us a bunch
Tom,
of
we
cookies.
were just talking about doing more commercials.
Madrinas!
Oh,
Please.
dude. Oh,
You're so good.
so expensive.
I'm Paul, and I play Felix Gray, the sponsorless.
I am Junior Drug Dog in training. Forced, played by Glenn.
I was supposed to follow that up.
You like a little vest. Like a patch on it.
Oh. I'm Chell. I play Thario.
I'm Sarah, and I play Ritora.
Hell yeah, way to go, everybody. I'm John, I DM'd this thing. Last week, we were in a cave. We're pick up there. In the cave. When we were making our decision for leaving, we concluded in the midst of the discussion for where we were going to go. In terms of genuinely picking back up moments, we are still right here in the cave, making preparations for where we're going to go. The group's decision so far seems to lend towards the idea of traveling north towards Alglatha, but... Oh, dude, I fucking prepped this out, baby!
Got him with the same trick twice! Bam!
Hunter Beasley's prepared!
There's nothing but guns in the South!
Serious.
That's why we're going to go there.
We need them.
There is nothing but guns in the South.
But the game.
The game.
We're in a cave. There's people around. I don't know what you want to do.
Go south.
Dude, yeah, you tell me where you want to go. This is 100%. We've re-entered into the sandbox portion. It is free, but I'll kill you wherever you go.
Has, what's his name made any progress with bashing his fist into the snow?
Grimdar with the snow. No,
No,
he
he
took
fell
a nap
asleep
in the oatmeal.
immediately.
Yeah, he fell asleep.
That's
I
right.
mean,
We're all
from the
drugged.
oatmeal.
Yeah, we all got drugged. Ate some drug oatmeal. So we're awake the next morning at like 4 a.m. Very well rested.
Okay.
Lot of...
Oh my god! I'm ready to go.
So
Let's
you come
go.
out of the K-hole.
Yeah.
Cave hole,
you.
first off.
That was what I was thinking of. It's just like, oh, fuck, that's a good joke, dude.
Right there.
Cave hole.
Cave hole.
Yeah, there's a stone giant asleep. There's a bunch of people. Paul's dying.
Are you okay?
I'm good, yeah.
That sounded like it came from deep.
Yeah, it did.
It did. I suppose I'm going to spend some time getting familiar with my horse and getting accustomed to how it fucking works.
Start a button?
Yeah. It's a stick! I don't know how to talk!
What?
That's a unicorn!
You mean because the handle on the saddle?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Full
like,
throttle this fucking shit! This Clydesdale. I need more hands!
No! Oh my god!
Wrap it up around this.
This horse has got a built-in scarf on. It's so cold in the winter. The blood flow heats the neck.
Sarah's face!
I gotta go.
I hate this
I
one.
didn't think we were starting on
You've
horse
been here for
talk.
103 sessions.
Get out!
You could be in a different room if you wanted to be.
Yeah, you see Forrest Touching the horse.
Of course.
Of course.
No remorse.
Yeah, just like loading up the pack on him and stuff, and like getting him familiar with me, so he's not super skittish and shit.
Yeah, I mean, I would have you make an handling check if you want to.
Give him your animal hands.
Yeah, dude. Show him your hands.
Stop saying hands.
18.
Fuck yeah, dude. The horse loves it.
Animal handing.
The horse is really excited to adventure. I did it.
Shut it off. Shut it down.
She took
Shut
a
it
drink,
down.
dude. I couldn't not.
Did you just wait?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, the horse absolutely is, appears as though it has grown comfortable around you. It gives you some,
Getting it now, the horse doesn't cross.
The horse likes him. We get it.
I don't know, we got a role player this Paul. What do you think we're doing here?
Tor, I think this horse wants to fuck me.
What do you want, Retor?
Yeah,
She can speak to animals.
No, I don't think you can.
You can't speak to
No.
Or he can, it all just comes out resulting in that.
I don't know what anybody else wants
Don't
to do.
check. Just look here. Don't check.
So I think we've decided where we are going. Have we decided who we're bringing with us of the adults, if any?
I don't know if he's an adult, but he's coming with us.
Stone boy.
No, I'm gonna point to Rearda.
Ah.
I wouldn't say adult. Like,
Yeah, I mean, he's genuinely
Sure.
sat
He's a
like
big
on all
kid.
fours, just scratching his long, fucking
just a
shaggy
big
hair.
kid.
He was immensely helpful during the last excursion into the depths of the earth, so I imagine he will be so again.
Yeah.
Whatever we find.
Has his strength returned?
No, I've trained with him a couple times since we found
Yeah,
him. Yeah.
he's definitely back to what you would have attributed to like his normal human physique and stature, less the demon-fueled
Not
monster
cursed
that he
thing,
had been.
yeah.
Yes. So, back to seemingly normal.
I think I do this every time we play. Where are the children going?
They're staying here.
Stay in the
They
cave.
live in the cave now.
This is
They're
their
cave
home now?
children now.
This is where they stay. The cave kids.
Do you think Iris would be willing to come with us? I guess not.
I don't think so.
That was a very...
Sorry.
No, sorry, that was me as the horse.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to speak horse. I mean, we'll probably have to ask her.
I imagine Iris would prefer to stay with the adults. I'm not sure if she is the only one that can perform those calls, but she is the only one with unlimited minutes. And that does seem important in terms of emergency contact and other things that she may need to care for the kids. We obviously cannot ask Corin to come.
It wouldn't be right.
No.
I was going to suggest possibly Catherine. I've noticed she's in a bit of a rough spot, and I don't know if hanging out with all these other kids is going to be good for her. She is a very motherly woman, but like, just being reminded every day what she doesn't have right now.
Yes. I think that is a good consideration to ask.
Sabrina's for sure coming with us.
Yes, that was going to be my next question. I didn't imagine you were going to leave her behind.
No, not only for that reason, but I don't know what will come of whatever's inside her. I don't think I want that around the children.
Yes,
That's fair.
It
I
makes
would
sense
agree.
to have Catherine come with us if Sabrina's coming with us, then.
Yes.
Since she's the only one who can heal the vampires.
Yes. And the rest of them are not likely to come into danger that they can not deal with here. I don't think there are people directly looking for them that would be able to track them all the way through the underground, through the city.
Well, it would just be Carolyn left behind.
Yes, that is true. Corin is no longer.
I mean, Adelstan will be here to protect them too. It'll be.
Mush.
they'll have to be a hell of a type of group to come through here and think that they'd be able to stop Beetlestone.
Yes, he can handle pretty much anything that comes their way within reason.
If anyone can even find this place.
Yeah.
Yes.
While we're on the topic, I was going to stay here with the kids.
What?
Smush.
I feel better than I have in a very long time. And I feel this is where I'm best right now, is watching over them. This is a very new place they'll be in, and I feel my calling here more. So I think I'll be staying.
It's very honorable of you.
Of course, I'll be here with Iris, so if you need me, you can always phone home.
What's a phone?
Sorry. Nesgrim, the call disconnected again.
Stop calling T-Wordle.
Earn all your minutes talking about smut, Iris. Stop it.
She has
Listen,
unlimited.
our creative pursuits are central to the success of this cave. It's not my fault that it takes money to operate a home, Nesgrim. Caves don't buy themselves.
Suggestion here being you make money as a excellent operator?
I mean, you know,
There's nobody on the other end. I mean,
practicing. Thought it could be a new field. Innovation always fuels industry, they say.
I can't tell if I'm being used
Are
in
they
that
the
way.
people on the other side of the...
Or message.
Indeed.
Iris, are you calling the other side? Is that like a...
I mean, there's people over there I still enjoy catching up with.
Who are you harassing?
No one. I don't harass anyone.
Who are you calling?
I mean, friends. Good friends.
Very good
Should I-
friends.
I feel the need to insight check
Go
her.
right ahead.
I don't have my dice out.
It's just
damn it.
you.
It's just...
Oh, baby, there it is.
Also, we would know canonically, at least Felix and Retora and I, that she can't just carte blanche call
Yeah.
the other side, but...
Yeah.
It's a natural one.
I rolled a natural 20.
You got it. Whatever you say.
Yeah, you know, I have friends.
You've never believed her more in your life.
Despite
one
her
thing-
feeling super awkward and nervous and like sweating, just, I've got friends
Hey, how's it feel?
on the other side.
It's been all the drugs.
You know, yeah. Coming out of that K-hole's hard. Man. But no, of course I'll let you call Nesgrim whatever you want. You'll have to speak. You'll have to tell me what you want to say. I can't,
That's fine.
you know.
You're not a phone operator?
No, we don't have a circuit board yet. We'll work on that.
Bored.
So you're staying here though, like,
Yep,
with us
that's right.
all the time,
Well,
24/10, 10-day week. It's not 7-day work weeks here.
Did we know that?
Yeah, we knew that it was 3 10 days in a 30-day month.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
And that was
No
3.5. Yeah, we've not talked about it 3.5
yeah,
years.
this is irrelevant.
There's rules over there hung up on the wall that we
Yes.
haven't referenced.
Respect the
Legal.
10 day.
That's the code legal.
Don't break the 10 days. Like,
Number
that's-
one rule. You don't talk about weeks. It's only 10 days.
I suppose that Nesgrim, you should know which children you should be in charge of specifically.
Can I take a guess?
Sure.
Is it Grimdar?
No.
Oh,
Grimdar's he takes care of himself.
who
He's
do
a-
you need me to take care of?
Well, I think you're quite fond of him already. Little orphan Bran could use the big brother type. He is just actively walking behind Nesgrim just like that. Menacingly towards his pockets.
Do I notice him?
I'm gonna make a stealth check. What's your passive perception?
It's an amount.
I'm a 14.
Shit, I already have it closed. Damn it. Hang on.
Sorry, 15.
You gotta give me a second. I already had it
You're
closed. I wasn't expecting to roll a thing.
Where's
Well, I
my
guess
plus
it's
13 to
13.
stealth?
You're gonna guess it's a 13.
Passive isn't rolled.
Yeah, you don't roll for your
I
passive.
know I don't roll for my passive. But now I need to have my dice open because I wasn't expecting
Fuck
this.
it. Just make an active check, and I'll give you a +4.
That's a 16!
Shit.
Oh, I thought it was a 2.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah, no, you definitely hear, like, the very small shuffling of feet in the dirt of the cave behind you.
I'm just gonna, like, casually swing my arms back to stretch.
Yeah, I mean...
And if he doesn't duck.
Oh, he's a dexterous long boy. You guys would just see him, like, the hands would come back and, like, fucking pendulums over his head. Swings back.
My passive perception is a 16.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, wow.
So that worked anyway. But yeah, little orphan Bran could definitely use a good big brother, and I think you'd be perfect for the role.
I'm just gonna look around for Lil Bran.
Yeah, you, like, look over your shoulder, and he's, noticeably, like, 5 feet away from you.
Wiggling fingers.
Yeah, wiggling his fingers towards your pocket. Now you gotta fucking deal with it.
Trapped in here with him.
I'm trapped in here with you.
Yes,
Somebody walked Grimdar on a rope for a while, right?
I liked it.
That's good.
We can do more of that.
You and on the rope.
No, Grimdar.
Oh, no, I was talking about you.
No, I'll break out.
You can try.
I will absolutely break out.
I'm stronger than you are dexterous.
Nothing can restrain me.
Don't recommend you doing this. I tried doing
Please.
the same thing with the
Please,
kids.
please try.
Please keep goading
Why
him.
is this like...
Please grapple me right now. Please. I want nothing more than for you to try.
Just like...
Listen, we have established he is at least one bag of holding, okay?
Pick him up.
You can try to. You can, like, grapple.
I'm just gonna
genuinely.
reach out, grab him, and pick him up.
Yeah, dude, it's a grapple check. Absolutely. He's not gonna let you do that for free.
That's fair. Oh, no.
No!
That one.
Yes!
I have a talent, baby!
Oh my god, you're right. 10. So,
It's so bullshit.
18.
I'm an 11.
Yeah, 18. So, like,
Damn.
yeah, you go, again, reliable talent. He's not wrong. Growth levels, dude.
Never forget.
Yeah. So, like, you go and reach out
bullshit.
towards him to, like, grab his collar, where your hand, like, passes through. Obviously, it's not a t-shirt like I'm wearing. It would have more like how we had the old shirts that we were wearing
Yeah.
when we did costumes.
Tunic.
The tunic style shirt, so it's got the strings. Your hand, like, slides through the gap in his shirt underneath the string, and he just, like, Matrix style slides as your hand just goes through, and your hand is, like, in fact, not trapped, obviously. It's not big enough to where it would be contained by this string, but just passes through, and he just kind of shucks and jives and comes back, stands up straight. I'm unrestrainable. Trust me. Grimdar and I have had a lot of practice. He's a fucking hugger. And I hate hugs. You have no idea what it's like to be woken up before dawn with the smell of a sweaty dwarf man's arms around you.
No, I don't.
You're gonna learn.
Oh my god.
He gets really cold.
That's a good thing he looks after himself then. He can...
He eats snow. You don't understand. He's not used to it here. He thinks it's food, and it's my fault because I keep telling him that it is. But then he gets cold and he wants to hug me, but then the next morning it's funny again. That's why we need the rope, man. You gotta keep him tied up so he can't hug me.
It's so real.
I'll just... Okay.
Thank you. I'll give you your gold back. And he just, like, goes and pulls, like, 5 gold out of his pocket.
Thanks.
Oh my god.
You can just have it. It doesn't matter here, really.
Oh, I really do like you. He takes the money and puts it back in his pocket. Yeah, he can stay. And Irish just looks down at her. He was staying anyway. No, but he's good. Oh, sure, Bran. You run the place. I know. Mm-hmm. She just ruffles his hair and he just kind of gives like an angry grin at first and just, all right, fine. Happy to have you here, Nazgrim.
We'll see, Bran.
Yeah. We're gonna go run around and get into some shit.
Don't steal anything.
I mean, it's not stealing because everything's mine. Other people are just holding on to it for me for right now. So when I take it, it's just me taking it back. And then he just
I'm not
entirely certain I haven't said that before. So.
Yeah, like,
He just Scooby-Doo
not
fucking
exactly
skedaddles away. Everything is mine.
you did shit like that when we broke into the fucking church to go talk to Mr. Chit. You were like, oh, religious cup. Let me just...
Yeah, and it gave me cantrips.
Yep, worth it.
If you're sure this is the best place for you, Nesgrim, then I respect the choice. You've obviously gained a lot of life. You're younger, but you have the wisdom of your older self. The mind knows things that the body does not.
Put the porridge down, man. It's drugged.
Stop eating that. Stop eating that. No, it's drugged. You need to be
I just
awake.
want to climb back into the K-hole, dude.
It's 4 a.m.
Time for bed.
I think having someone who's ventured outside of Oshuamp this far, this many times with the kids here, that added layer of protection. I think between Adelstan and I, there's not much that can threaten anyone here.
Smush.
Smush indeed.
Adelstan have new roommate.
We're gonna pal around, Adelstan.
Yes. Adelstan like pal. You.
I'm a pal,
Yes.
and I'll be aiding you.
I hate this.
I just
hate this.
You will help Adelstan polish rocks.
What?
Big rocks. He's a stone giant. He loves rocks.
All right.
Buff the boulder.
I'll be watching over kids more than I will be.
When children sleep, you can help polish rocks.
When they sleep, I'll sleep.
No. Nighttime is for rock polish. You will learn.
Okay. I'm just gonna jerk off a stone forever.
We've all done it.
That's how I like it.
Time to go polish the stones, if you know what I'm saying.
Adelstan will tell you many giant stories at night. Small stories, but about giants.
And they won't be true. They'll be tall tales.
He just needs help getting his rocks off, is what he said.
The post-rock clarity is very helpful for my creative writing.
Post-rubble.
Adelstan very happy to have new pal.
He's too, I guess.
Just imagine coming back to visit and it's just like everybody's asleep and it's just Nesgrim snuggled in between just little grimdark big ass Adelstan just like, we love Nesgrim.
He's just laying with both arms out. His arm is effectively just Adelstan's finger while you're holding it. You got a little grimdark tucked in. Aww.
They're best friends.
Right.
But yeah, so I think when you venture out, that'll be where we part ways for now. But I'm here until then.
I'm going to take off one of my necklaces and hand it to you.
What's on the necklace?
I would say that it is a small bone fragment that I've kind of carved into like a tooth.
Sure.
You should keep this.
Really? Again. Can I go like 3 minutes without having a cookie?
What are you, my therapist? Thank you, Ether.
Sorry, I was having some more oatmeal.
This oatmeal is very good.
Stop eating it.
I'll feel good. Does anybody else see that hat man in the corner?
And I'll put the necklace on. Thank you. I'll make sure to keep this with me forever.
Good. That way, if you ever die, I can find you by locating the necklace. Please do not lose it.
It'll stay here forever.
Good.
And I'll, bury it down in the layers of shit. Along with my feelings.
What are you, your therapist?
It was really good.
Gotta move over these trauma necklaces. Make room for this bad boy. Life's just a series of necklaces.
You are a good man, Nesgrim.
That's all I've tried to be. And I feel like this right now is the best way I can do that. I'm gonna be a good man to all of these kids and people here that, as of right now, are going to need protection.
Yes.
Who knows what is around this place? We haven't explored much. I'm sure eventually there's going to be a thing that I need to
Smush.
or get smushed by in order to protect them. It is still me.
Don't die.
I'll do my best, but
Don't die.
Yes,
I will
please.
bring him back. I assume he will die again. He has a
track record.
penchant for death.
I'd really prefer if you would just stay alive.
Yeah, I intend to effectively seal him in some kind of sarcophagus for his own safety.
Just like his dad.
Oh. Less like your father's in a sarcophagus.
Not anymore.
He was.
Oh dear. We should keep a lookout for that.
His name's Adamus.
I'll look out for a man who's got a nameplate with Adamus on it. And I'll tell him not to talk to his son anymore.
He's got vanity plates on his horse.
To be fair, he probably wouldn't recognize you immediately.
Well, probably not now. No.
Obviously he knew you when you were this age the first time.
Yes, you're practically a boy now.
A new boy.
You're the same age.
Physically, certainly.
He's also older.
Technically, I would now be physically younger than you.
Sure.
So that makes you old, Corin.
Yes, I am the wise elderly diabolist. You will be, I don't know, I guess the hot new local paladin or something.
Oh no!
So hot. So bad.
Yes, we'll have to figure out how to weaponize your charm and charisma.
Please leave.
In case any cave to cave salesmen come by, you can answer the cave door.
I can't wait.
Perhaps they'll sell some nice knives. And
The Jehovah's Witness.
That's your best business.
When was the last time you had your roof inspected? It's a cave.
Like solar panels for your cave.
also, actually, I have a great idea for you.
Solar panels.
Since you look so different from how you did before, you could get back into the city. Should we ever need to make trade or supplies or get word to anyone?
Very
You'd be
true.
like an errand boy. An errand man.
You trust him to go in and out of the city alone.
I do.
Insight check.
Yep.
No! Why is everybody garbage today?
Holy shit!
You not 20?
No! I rolled a 3 on the die!
I rolled a 2!
Okay, well, I
my
should beat you. 8.
He's
No.
proud.
He still gets you. Because he caps 5 and then proficiency 10s. Yeah, he 10s you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. 24 still obviously beats the 10,
Yeah.
so it feels like he will message you privately.
He gives you a look.
He has very complicated feelings
Yeah,
about what
right.
he's just.
He just
I almost sent that to the Oshuamp cast.
You can.
Make sure you're keeping up with them in their training.
Who?
The children.
Oh, sure.
I've started working with Vol over there. showing him the ropes with, like, how to use a quarterstaff and hand axe. He should be pretty handy with a sword at some point soon.
I'll show them everything I
Yeah,
know.
like that's sensible.
And then the next day we'll go fishing.
I was gonna say, you better not show them everything you know, otherwise I feel like you're going to be getting kicked in the nether regions, probably.
No, I will show them everything I know.
Alright.
I will tend to his wounds, wherever they may be.
It'll stun me too.
What are you, a therapist?
Yes. From this point forward, effectively, I will drive the devil of your past out from you.
Okay.
Okay.
Nesgrim, leave Navarra alone.
She's married to a lovely woman.
There is that bird lady you could talk
In
to.
fact, give us the ring.
I don't know whatever happened to
You still have it. You tried to give it to her and she said no thank you.
Yeah, I remember that, but I thought I had done something with it after that.
You kept it. We were going to use it. We intended to use it for her ritual, but we ended up having enough to where you were able to keep it.
You can always
You
hang
brought
on
it
to
out
it until
recently.
you find somebody else.
The right one.
I'm sorry, Nesgrim, I'm also married. For now.
I mean, he was brought back.
I mean, it's until death do you part.
I did
You did die.
She's dead.
You both died.
Nesgrim.
Well, you be honest.
Accept. I will drive the devil out of you.
Hey, yo.
Or will I?
Has he been listening in on Iris's conversations? Like,
It's Ollie. He sleeps next to her. She doesn't sleep. She meditates. So he just wakes up for these fever dreams of really intense smut scenes.
Oh my god.
Turtles.
strangest.
Ravenous idea.
Shit, I had a thought and I lost it.
Some things don't change.
Are you sure you want to leave? Stay here. You positive?
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say I think I'm gonna hang on to the ring.
Right.
Because then if I have to go into the city to trade for anything, I have it for money.
In an emergency.
Right.
As well as all of this money, and then I'll pull out all of my money, which is like
Don't
platinum
pull
that
out all of your money.
Pull out all of your money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna pull out all of my money,
Why? I mean, it's another natural one.
and then I'll.
Can I help him?
Yes.
Do you guys need any money?
We
Done.
can't go into the
Done.
city.
Don, I need you to look at the orange dice right there, dude.
I think what we have on us already is
Some good
probably
help.
probably enough if we run into a situation where we're able to purchase anything. But we can't go into the city. They'll spot us
Yes.
immediately.
We can always stop back if we need something.
Like a cave bank.
Since the idea has been presented of me going to the city to get things, is there anything you guys may need?
I'm good.
Could you just check on Eliza and my shop?
Sure.
Obviously, my shop is closed, but
I'll reopen it.
N-
Run it
no.
on the weekends.
You don't know where the bones are buried.
I was there.
We
No,
Shit.
he did it. He did it by himself.
I was there.
Signs
Oh,
changed
it
to
was-
Nesgrim's.
Was it the two of you?
He was-
Oh, okay.
yeah, put his name.
Just squirrely scribed on his Nesgrim shop.
That's where the portmanteau comes into play. I just scribble Grim over Eth.
Good idea.
Grim.
If you can just make sure that she is all right.
Of course.
I hope that I will see her again someday, but I don't know how long that will be. And she has been very kind to me for a very long time.
Well, I can certainly check in on her for you. And I'll bring you word of any changes in the city, anything that's important that you may need to know. If at any point it is suddenly safe for you to come back, I can tell you.
Thank you.
Of course.
I do have a very important question for all of you, because I don't know if there's anyone here who's going to be able to solve this dilemma. Clearly, he can't walk back in and use the name Nesgrim. We need a false identity for him. You all know him better than anyone else. We need a name for him when he goes inside the city.
Do it.
Do
it?
What? Was I supposed to have one like locked and ready?
You know you do.
What did the creature call you when we were in the ziggurat? Like, he was yelling at you and he called you something like...
Betrayer?
Ooh, Rotier.
I know what you're talking about.
Do it.
I'm trying to...
Might have been traitor? I was thinking of something like opposite that. Like something that like...
Goodman. Saul Goodman.
Just, maybe like, I don't know, something earthy, you know? Like asparagus tender grass.
Yes!
I love it.
Yes! Asparagus tender
Asparagus
grass.
tender grass.
A man of will.
That's what I meant by
A
do it.
man of strength.
It took me too long.
He could be a humble farmer, somebody who's making it on his own and has goods for trade, like diamond rings.
Farmer in the north, in the dead of winter.
Diamond rings.
My
He grows them.
asparagus is firm, but my grass is tender.
You're already getting into the character. I appreciate that.
Asparagus tender grass.
I feel like that's an obvious fake name.
But that just assumes that your nickname is Ass.
Ass grass.
Ass tender grass.
My name's Asparagus Tendergrass.
You could
call me
always-
Ass for short.
You can always go.
Gus would be.
Oh yeah, that's what you guys.
Oh yeah, Gus is good.
Yeah, your name's Gus now.
Gus Tendergrass.
Gustav. But he goes by Gus.
Oh my god.
You always go by like Cartman Green Shoe.
Asparagus tender grass.
I feel like he's clinging to that name. He likes it.
Has ring to it.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Falsehood.
Well, I mean, if they interrogate him, he's a great liar. Why? Who named you Asparagus Tendergrass?
I did.
Truly a great story.
It is a lie.
You'll pass any zone of truth. And that's what matters. See?
I just imagine the guards just being like, "Get him out of here! We got nothing."
He's not lying, so we can't do it. We're powerless to stop
You
it.
like walk out of the fucking police precinct. They're like, "I think that guy's a god."
He's defeated all methods of magic with his deceptive qualities.
They'll carve his name into stone.
My secrets are just fucking dumb. There's no deceptive quality. Just smooth brain.
Yep.
I really hope later on we just hear a tale about this man.
Oh, yeah.
Just like
This is a folk hero.
What about
There's
Diggle?
lore of humble hero
Diggle.
Diggle. We're gonna have humble hero Asparagus Tendergrass in another 2 years.
can't wait.
I have to figure out a way to do a time skip in this campaign now so I can have that be introduced to us
He
later.
saved children single-handedly.
Right.
There's gonna be a TU Wordle book about.
Asparagus tender.
Listen, I've got a great idea. Asparagus Tendergrass.
We could change it to tender ass.
Ooh.
Asparagus.
Hey, hey, yo!
Sounds
TNT.
He's getting more into it. I think he's open to the idea.
Why does everyone want to fuck me? What happened? You're so young and nimble.
Something about asparagus.
You just like
That one quality famously.
Nimble.
Young beautiful men. They're nimble.
Like a cat.
He leapt to the top of the dresser and won a single
I
jump.
really love how far back his legs can go.
He jumped into a second-story window from the ground.
He just wears his ankles like earrings.
See the man walk down the street, looks like he's playing Twister.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Asparagus, tender grass.
Get the fuck out of here.
Right foot blue.
That's the name of the novel.
Anybody else? Do you need anything from the city when I go next? If at some point.
Complete de-establishment of your city.
I'm fine. I don't need anything.
I will bring you a rope.
Hear me for I'm smoking.
Why? Did you just tell me to end myself? By the way, give me my rope back.
Of all the innocent-minded common items you could have picked.
I'm bringing you a rope.
That's the first thing I thought of.
Rope.
Just the connotation.
I mean, you put it there. I didn't. I just picked the random item.
Strung it.
I'll bring you a piton.
No, I'll bring you like flowers or something, dog.
Please stop.
Anybody else? Iris?
Oh, you're going to the city?
At some point, probably.
Certainly, I could use some things. Well, perhaps you could stop by, the bookshop, the library, and you could pick me up some, more monthly things that I missed out on. She has a folder for me that I get my subscriptions through.
Like book of the month.
Don't read them. You wouldn't be
Like
able to
slug of
read
the
them.
month?
They're in a foreign language, and you don't speak.
Into his mind, I say read every single one of them.
They're definitely not things that I publish that I'm purchasing for my own collection of my own volumes.
They're probably mostly pictures.
Not much of an artist, but I'm learning. In fact, I think you'd be a great model for a cover. You got the hair and everything.
Tender.
He is like Fazio, yeah.
Thank you.
Tender is the
You're
grass.
literally, dude, you're like, why does everybody want to fuck me? You're a 25-year-old jacked, handsome dude. What are you talking about?
No.
Wait, what?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
No.
You literally are like the joke covers for romance novels.
That's fair.
now.
Yeah.
And apparently you're nimble.
I proved
And
that
you're so
tender is the
nimble.
flesh.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I said tender is the grass. I said no.
No.
So
That one's not out yet. Still working on it.
Yet.
I was gonna say if you could grab me more herbs, the was it Fabian? I forget what it was called.
Spellbane?
Spellbane.
We have some, don't we?
You have a little bit. You
Oh,
like
it's just a
Maybe.
small.
Yeah,
I
we
thought
could get
they
that.
left a lot behind.
dude, Fabians?
Spellbane is in the
Fabians.
north where we're going, right?
Yeah, Spellbane is pretty common.
Yeah, we should
Well,
be
then
able to
never
find it.
You could just grab me an assortment of herbs that you think might do me well.
You should stop by the butcher's.
The butcher.
What do you need from there?
A knife.
They got this really awesome, like, meat that they have sit in salt for a really long time. And then they pull it out and they cut it up and it's delicious.
So you want salted meat.
Make salt.
Yeah, but it's like big.
Big salted meat.
Yeah.
No!
Register it.
Big boy
I don't
boy.
care who we
Big
have to
salty
buy
meats.com.
out.
Don, you have to consider if you Google it.
They'll know.
Is it already a website?
He's just checking the domain name.
You get it for 1 cent.
Oh, man.
Big
That's
salty
a
meat.
deal, too.
That's an investment.
Right?
I mean,
Somebody Sunday's gonna buy that off you for like $500, and
true.
you're gonna be happy you paid the 1 cent.
I already have bigmanmeat.com. Now what else do I need?
I'll do my best to bring you big salty meat.
Forgive me, I do actually have one request. If you do go back to the city, could you please, beneath growlers, enter into my domain and fetch for me? I didn't have a chance to empty out my storage box, I guess is a right word for it.
Your coffin?
Coin
Yes.
jar.
Delete his
Thank
browser
you.
history is what he's asking.
Could you please, there are a few things that I left in my coffin. I would very much like to have them. They're just sentimental trinkets.
Sure,
But
of course.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Luna, anything from Growlers you need?
You see, actually, she just, like, was in the middle of talking to a couple people and just kind of stops, looks over, and it's like, oh, shit, yeah, no, we definitely left in kind of like a rush. We didn't have the time to pack up, all of the ailment that we had. Like, we brought the few water skins that we were able to dilute it down into. There's probably a barrel or two of it down there that would be very helpful if we could have. And she looks back over at the other people of the guild and just, like, pauses for a moment. I'll ask everyone else, though. There might be some other little things, especially for the children, because, again, we left in such a rush that I can't say for certain that that's all that we would need, and I want to make sure that the kids get their stuff.
Of course.
Well, thank you. And obviously, we would make sure that when you go back with your horse, that you'll go with a small wagon to carry everything back for us. But thank you.
Of course.
You should get games.
Hmm?
You should get games for the little ones.
It's a good idea. I'll get some chalk, and we're in a cave. They can just draw on the ground.
I mean, like, good games, though.
When I was younger, we used to do a storytelling game. It involved the dice. We would tell stories. And
That sounds complicated.
It's very complicated. You
As a
wouldn't
man
enjoy
with
it.
very little charisma, that sounds very uncomplicated.
Yeah, but in the game,
I'm very confused.
I can teach you dwarf games.
who's Edelstone?
No, Grimdar.
Like what?
Oh no.
There's
Frog eating contest.
sleep.
I think Vorst was looking to play a game.
There's ale.
So far we've got sleep and drink,
There's rocks.
collecting rocks.
No, you leave the rocks where they
Table.
belong. You don't take the rocks. That's their home. They're happy. You sing to the rocks. Do you know dwarf?
No.
I'll teach you dwarf.
Okay.
Bless you.
Not now. Later.
1 minute until I teach you dwarf.
You're in hell.
Brand's just like actively giggling behind him. Like huddled down behind him, just pushing him slowly closer towards you. Just please go towards the man.
Perhaps some additional weaponry in case someone's weapon breaks.
Christian, anything at your shop? Well, I guess he would be included with everybody.
Yeah, I mean, if you do single him out, like, he would absolutely say, I have to find the voice. Fuck. Probably hard to bring back my anvil, so no on that. Can you carry iron slabs? Like big pieces of iron.
I could try.
Alright, then some iron slabs. And
Sure.
some tools. I didn't leave any items of value. Most of the things I made were broken. And I brought all the magical shit.
Okay.
But thank you.
Sure. Well,
It's going to be very strange journeying without you, Nesgrim.
I'm gonna miss being out there at the front, dying before everybody else.
Please don't do that anymore.
I'll do my best.
He'll do it at the back.
I won't be the first to die anymore.
The last. We'll make sure. Well, last adult.
Yes.
I'd prefer if everyone stayed alive, actually.
We have to have contingencies for Dora. It's only natural. There's a pecking order of death. And now he is last and supposed to first.
I don't want to know.
Who's first?
I don't want to know.
I want to know.
You will know.
It's Bran.
Said adults. Jeez.
Yeah, Bran is an adult. We've established this.
I don't
He's
know.
just an adult in a kid body.
I'm clearly first.
I mean, you're human. You're a lot easier to kill now.
Oh shit. We need to reevaluate the death order. I can die now. Quite easily, in fact. We should talk. There's a new death order. I'm probably third.
Out of the 5 adults.
You should try to stay alive as well.
I will do my absolute best.
You all are staying in the cave for now, right?
I mean, we're going to get bored.
Don't
We
they
don't-
need food?
We don't know what's around this cave yet, so we'll probably explore a little bit. Make sure there's nothing of immediate danger.
But you're not planning on moving.
No, we intend to build homes. We're going to have initially go out, and Adelstan was kind enough to fell some big trees that we can build at least a few small homes in. At least give the children some
Privacy.
privacy and discrepancy based upon age and maturity. And, we've got people as young as 5, 6 years old, and some boys as old as 15, 16, where they're prepared for training and, mature life, adulthood. After we've settled down, I mean, obviously the goal is to make this a sustainable, livable place for at least some amount of time. But this is not a permanent residence for us. We're going to have to, figure that out down the road. That's months away. It's the winter. It's not good to move during winter.
Yes.
You should consider yourself lucky. You're getting a chance to redo everything.
Sort of, yeah. Except now I'm not... what's the word?
Cursed.
50?
That's it.
Oh.
I mean, also true.
Like, that silly turtle just kind of hit the reset for you.
Yeah. I get to redo the better part of my life without that shadowy shit clinging to the edges of my vision.
Do you feel lighter now without it?
Do you still have your wings?
I'm sure, yeah. Probably.
I think you're a very noble man, Nesgrim. And I think the children are very fortunate to have a person like you to help guide them.
Thank you. Hopefully I can guide them on a better path than what otherwise might have been. Well, if you guys have anything else to do here, we'll be around, but I don't know how to say hello backwards.
Thank you.
Hello.
Or that's
That was close.
Nesgrim, when we leave, perhaps you could stand outside the cave and, without saying this weirdly, cry. If your wings are no longer cursed, perhaps they will reflect the light and kind of guide us on our way through the woods. And I think it would be nice for you to be a beacon of hope for this cave.
I can do that, of course.
Thank you.
Also, imagine how scared those little things in the hill are going to be when they see that there's this scary winged man outside.
If they are not dead.
Yeah. The survivors from the avalanche are going to be like, oh, that was terrible. What the fuck is that? We gotta move.
They will come to know the name asparagus type of
Oh, crush that bit.
What NPCs did you guys intend to take again? Catherine and Sabrina?
Mm-hmm.
As well as the reared boy.
Yeah.
And Rita?
Yeah.
Did, what was her name? Was it Serafina?
potion lady, yeah,
Yeah.
Seraphina.
Did she ever make me the potion with the?
It's not something that she can just do like in a 12-hour stint.
Sure.
Like potions do take like days at a time for
Yeah,
brewing and
okay.
things like that. So I mean, she would give you the genuine answer of like it will probably take her at least a 10-day to make that
Okay.
specifically, because it's also new to her as well.
Yeah. And it was also not well ventilated in the.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Rirda is clearly down to go. I would say because of Thariel, so is Sabrina, and because of the situation with Arthur and Benjamin, it doesn't feel right to request a role for Catherine either as an individual that feels as though she is probably most motivated at the moment, presently, by vengeance, and vengeance is not found in this cave. So I will say that for those 3 requests, none of them would put up any argument from you guys. I don't know if there's any other packing or anything like that you guys would like to do, but happy to expedite that process so this way we can get on to the next leg of the adventure and into actual additional content in terms of not in just a cave. So I will say you guys spend the better part of a few hours packing up and gathering your belongings, collecting Catherine, Sabrina, and Rirda, making sure that Rirda is re-outfitted with equipment and gear and weaponry.
I
Everybody
think
is
we'd probably steal one more horse too from the caravan.
sure. Yeah, they
Because
would.
we have the 2. I think a third one would just be enough for the rest of us to go.
Yep.
And it would genuinely be like they don't intend to travel far. And at this point, it's like none of the adults intend to go outside of Adelstan and
Yeah.
probably Nesgrim.
Nesgrim and Corin can both summon their own horses
Yep.
too, so.
You know, there's no real need for them to have the horses maintained, and also they have 2 druids in the party that can also become horses, so they're fine. So I'd say you guys would be packed up and in the process of gathering outside of the cave, everything collected and set and ready to go. If you guys would like to enjoy your, for the time being, final moments with Nesgrim. Kick him in the dick, somebody, please.
Kick me in the dick, yeah. Kick me in the dick.
No.
I do pull out my quarterstaff and attempt to sneak up behind him
Knock me in the knee.
and know your head.
Oh, my
Definitely.
head. Okay.
Yeah, no, do roll a stealth check. I'd say that, you know, this would be occurring at a point where he would be not paying attention. You're passive at 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh no. 16.
Ooh. I'll say that it's as you're swinging that you would begin to notice, and leave that up to you for the role plays, whether or not you would instinctively dodge or whether or not you would not move. But since it meets, it meets. I would give the player the choice.
I'll let Felix bonk me.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
Got you again.
Sure did, bud.
I'll put away my quarterstaff.
Well,
I would walk up to Nesgrim, give him a hug.
Corin would run up behind you and just, like, quickly start to run rope around the 2 of you. Take him, please! You don't understand! It's been 6 hours and oh my god, the questions! They don't stop, Ethian! They never stop.
well, you claim to be an expert on women. You can't blame me for asking.
Dear God.
He has a point.
It sounds like you brought that on yourself.
This does seem like a problem that you have invited to your doorstep.
You just have to give him the answers, Corin.
Trying to instruct an adult man on feelings is difficult. You would think these would be basic human experiences, like sadness. My God! 3 hours and he's still baffled.
By
He's
Sadness.
no basic human man.
By
You're
what?
going about it the wrong way.
Sadness, Nesgrim. Oh my God.
You say it's troubling, I say he's complex, you know?
You've cursed us
Many
all.
layers. Many
I
layers.
miss the cage inside the mausoleum.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm just kidding. He would also just hug Ether from behind. please take it. I'm not kidding. There's a devil still within this pan, and it's not the cursed one anymore.
You made the Lord very nervous.
He's burning.
Yeah, I would give Nesgrim a hug, and then I would just tap your shield. Assuming you have, or do you have it with you, or would it be in the cave?
I think I left my shield in the fountain.
We took your stuff.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
grabbed
Yeah,
it.
you would have had everything.
In the first fountain with the tar blood.
Tar blood?
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
remember
it was black blood, yeah.
the black blood
Oh,
that came.
yes.
I did leave my shield there. I'm almost confident I
You
just
Okay.
said fuck it and left it there.
Then I would.
You just sat tapping.
Where my shield used to be. Just, oh god.
Why kick when I could slap?
You get a good. I would tap
Bop
your.
it.
The old dick twist.
One testicular torsion for the road.
Watch out.
I would tap your breastplate and just cast light.
Thank you.
I know that you can cast light yourself, but to just remind you that despite all the adversity that you've gone through and the things that you grew up with, that at your core, you are a good man, and you are a beacon for many.
Thank you.
Stay safe, Nesgrim.
I'll do my best. You all as well.
I'm gonna walk up to you after Aethir's done speaking with you, with Rearda. And I would just assume Rearda's just a blubbering mess.
Why are you leaving me?
He's not good with goodbyes.
I thought you loved dwarven ruins. I do too.
That's why you're going to look at them.
But you're not.
That's not where we're going.
You're not coming.
I have to stay here and protect children.
They've got like a dozen adults, man.
None of them are as strong as me.
We broke the news
He
to him
points the corner.
earlier.
That
He
guy's
started
really
drinking.
strong. What are you talking about? He bench presses a lot.
I've watched him die.
He watched you die.
Exactly.
Twice. I hear.
Allegedly.
No, technically only once.
He's
He was dead for the
Taking
the
it kind of roughly, I'm sorry.
He just like snotty nose just fucking hugs you and just starts smearing it into your beard.
Yeah.
Don't go.
I have to.
You're supposed to love me.
I'm staying here, but yeah, I mean,
Oh.
I'm gonna start grabbing Rearda and pulling him back.
Oh, that's him.
Go get on the horse. They're gonna sleep this off. You're,
Oh,
you'll
yeah,
be
horse?
okay.
I like
Go
horse.
get on the horse.
Okay.
Come on, Rita.
Aethir's here.
and just like that, I've been replaced.
You're not leaving like Nesgrim, right? That guy sucks. He's leaving. I hate him now. I hate him, Aethir. I hate him. He just turns You're not my real dad. He just is like slipping in the snow towards the horse. Just like face first slides into the horse.
Oh
I
my
hate
God.
him.
We broke the news to
I
him.
hate him.
We broke the news to him earlier today, and he's been drinking ever since. So.
Did he
Poor
mix
man.
it? Did he mix it with the stew?
I had a lot of ketamine.
It was an oatmeal stout.
Where did you get that?
A lot of horses.
There's a lot of horses.
There are a lot of horses.
It's
You need something to put them down, Paul. I mean, tranquilize them. Not
Paul.
Oh my god!
Paul.
Paul!
Paul.
Come on, Paul. Do your job.
Paul.
Put down the horses.
Paul.
We brought you all this ketamine. Put the horses down, Paul.
Why would it be me? Why wouldn't it be the druid?
Come on, Paul.
It's not Felix, it's
Come on,
Paul.
Paul. Just kill
It's
a
not
horse.
Felix, it's Paul.
You hate horses.
No, I don't. There's no
just
issues with
creatures.
horses.
Just kill some horses.
They're
Paul.
beautiful. What do you mean?
It's bear strength ketamine.
It's bear strength ketamine, so it's for bears.
Yeah.
So it's really efficient at putting down horses.
so
Probably gonna put it like
Yeah,
half of them.
ratios, you know math. What's the ratio to one bear to one horse?
I don't fucking know.
I think horses
Figure
are
it out. Let's go, Paul.
Depends on what kind of bear, though.
I don't don't want to put down any horses.
Come on, Paul.
Paul
Go for it.
2023. I don't want to put down any horses.
No thanks.
As Aether's carting off Rearda, I'm gonna slowly start walking around you and drawing a circle in the snow.
Are you kidding me?
Pulling my stuff off my belt and sort of setting on my horse and grab my sword. One more.
One more what?
I'm gonna draw a line in the snow with my hand, with my foot. Come on.
You're about to fist fight.
Oh, you want to fight me?
Yeah, one last spark.
Oh, okay.
You wanna fucking go?
Sure.
You wanna fucking go?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, yeah.
Sure.
Oh, do you?
I mean, we can just we can just do one roll and see how it goes. We don't have to do the whole combat.
Yeah, we
I
won't.
want full
You go
immersive
first.
combat. Smite him.
Actually, no. You.
Please don't.
Oh, you're rolling initiative.
Yeah,
Yes,
I got
feel
a
like-
4.
2.
I go first.
All right.
Me.
My turn.
My turn. Me. My turn. My turn. Me.
Are we doing
Smite.
full combat, or are we just doing like a roll each to see how it goes?
I am not the person driving this narrative right now.
Are we doing?
Beat him into the ground.
And-
Please save your strength for the journey.
I'll make sure he doesn't touch you.
Do to him what you did to Arthur.
I think we just do one roll each to see. You can roll first and see how well you do in the overall fight. But I think that's the quickest way of doing this. That way y'all can go on to do Oshuamp things.
Do you want to break the news to
Wait,
him?
why'd you roll 2?
First attack, second attack.
It's a nat 20.
Well, are we doing like a roll to see overall how we do, or are we doing shot for shot?
He's gonna beat your ass.
It's not gonna deal any damage, but
It's just a nat 20.
yeah. So the first attack with my moon claw is a nat 20. The second one is a 14 plus 7.
So both will hit, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nazgrim, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 9.
Let's get your ass beat.
I would say that as the circle has been drawn around, and you have also then with your foot in the snow created the line of separation between the two of you, that obviously I do not ever want to interject and supersede the integrity of a character's role play while that character is within their grasp. I would say that despite you going first, when you go to move towards him and swing, this is a person that you have traveled with for a long time. And as he raises up his weapon to defend himself, you see a hesitancy in Nesgrim that you've not seen before. And I would ask you what you would do.
So as I'm moving forward, I'll swing my first blow and stop it after seeing that. And kind of squint at you and pull back. And I'm gonna swing the other way, and then I see that you're just really not trying to stop it. You're just kind of yeah. I'm gonna halt the other blow and be like, huh.
You're gonna need your strength.
Yeah.
It's harder shit than me coming up.
Alright. I don't appreciate you letting me win, but alright.
Did I just make you think that I let you win?
Oh god, he's in my head.
So many questions.
Oh god, is that magic? Aether, I think I figured out how talking to people's heads works.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna stab my sword back into the snow, give you a big old bear hug. Never thought I'd have to say goodbye to somebody so many goddamn times.
Yeah, I tend to go away and come back more than other people.
Yeah, well,
This time I'm not dying, though.
pity those other people. This isn't a goodbye. I'll catch you later.
Indeed.
Nazgrim, look over here. Nothing.
You just feel a big burly hand on your shoulder as Corin's standing there. It is good to have you.
It's good to be here.
Thank you all for everything so far. And he just kind of looks over his shoulder back into the, cave, and you can see it's partially illuminated at this point. Like they've got torches lit. There's dancing lights from all the various wizards and stuff illuminating the cave. You can see that the children have begun genuinely playing games where, like, some of them are rolling like a ball back and forth. A couple of the older kids are starting to do, like, effectively similar to what you guys were just doing with martial arts training and stuff like that. You can see some of the little kids, like the young fairy girl is actively drawing in the cave floor with what would look like a colored chalk-like situation. And Corin just kind of looks back and then looks over at Nesgrim. Suffice to say, one of the things that comes with raising children is to have the opportunity to embrace childhood. And I don't think, from what I've heard growing up where you did, that was something you had much of an opportunity to do. I think being around these kids will be good for you.
I think so.
Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Well, we'll be here. And you can call Iris whenever. She doesn't really sleep. She's very busy.
Busy.
It's good to have you back, Corin.
Yeah. Death was a release.
That has been taken from me.
I've been robbed too many times. Damn it. It is, obviously a relief to be back as a man this time and not the monster that I felt I was. I'm sure the same can be said of Nesgrim. I look forward to seeing the man that you are. Corin would turn and start to walk back in towards the cave, and as he passes by you, he would just mutter, "Take your time." Corin would step back inside. Everything's packed. Your 3 NPCs are on the wagon. Rita's still in tears, hugging a horse. Sabrina and Catherine just kind of, sitting there quietly talking to each other.
Well, good luck. Look out for branches and owlbears.
And lava.
And lava. And doors.
Spindly monsters near lava.
That was pretty bad.
Ghost dwarves.
Yep.
Demons, devils.
Devil dwarf spirits?
Robbers.
Shadow dragons that exist in their own space.
Well, that was your fault, really.
Doors and doorways, really.
Yeah, doorways even.
Probably dorgs?
Doors, yes.
Dork rims, you want to avoid them.
Slime spiders.
Spider
Puddles.
slime.
Ether.
Puddles.
No more puddles.
Yes.
Cigarettes.
I didn't suggest it for sure, not me.
There's a lot of things you gotta look out for, if being honest. This is a pretty...
Judgment. Angel man.
Judgment Angel Man.
Yeah, you watch out for him. Yeah.
Moonlight Man?
Yeah.
But not you.
Well, not me.
He was nicer than initially seemed. He did kill Nesgrim, but look at him now.
Well, that wasn't
A new Nesgrim.
his doing. He bouillon cubed Nesgrim.
Yes, with the intent that we could at some point bring him back. He could have eaten it or thrown it into the city and then killed all of us.
What is a booyah?
I'll explain it on the road.
The intent was to
Booyah
have him...
cube.
All debts at some point must be paid. And the Kristock line clearly had a lot of debts lining up, and Nesgrim paid them. To save us and to save his family line.
But now starts a new line.
Tendergrass.
Tendergrass.
Gus.
Asparagus tendergrass. Alright. You all should get going before you waste too much more time here.
Yeah.
Get on the road while the getting's good.
You're not gonna shed a tear for us?
I just tried. Did it? Okay.
Somebody get the chair and the rope. For all time's sake.
For old time's
Yeah,
sake.
you remember when we tied you up in that chair in my room?
Yes.
And then we made you
yeah.
cover
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Tie him up in
I
a
held you real
chair,
tight.
Yes. That's what we meant.
Right, just that.
Oh man. Anyway.
That's where everybody else's thoughts went, right? Right to dying up in a chair.
Yeah, that's what everyone
For old time's sake, kill him one more time.
All right. Well, I'll activate the beacon as you're leaving.
Thank you.
By that I mean me.
Yes.
Best of luck, friends.
Good
Thank
luck
you.
to you.
Take care.
Good luck.
Mitora's just gonna run up to him and throw her arms
Yeah.
around him.
You know, back. Just
Don't die.
I'll do my best.
Just say you won't.
I won't.
I would say Ritor, as you're hugging him, and Ether also with your passive perception being ludicrously high, you would actively see in the background towards the opening of the cave, Adelstan currently pushing a big boulder in front of the opening of the cave, just looking. Coast is clear. He doesn't see. Oh. Pushing a boulder in the
Do I
mouth.
hear the door starting to close?
You would hear the boulder rolling.
I'd turn around. Oh, they're getting ready to lock me out. So
No, keep talking. It's fine.
and then I'll activate necrotic shroud or whatever it is now.
Yeah.
What it was then was necrotic shroud.
Yep.
But,
You guys would see as Nethscrim looks over his shoulder and sees he's very slowly pushing the boulder. He is just kind of being intentionally based upon other people gaslighting you because it is fun. It's friends. You guys would see that Nesgrim would turn and look over his shoulder and see the boulder slowly closing, and then look back at all of you one last time. And in that moment, a single tear would almost naturally kind of form, I would think, around the edges of his eyes. And you would see in the areas around his back, instead of enveloping him as it had been before,
One more. Oh no.
Is he gonna cry?
I'm just gonna
there
sneeze.
sneeze.
Wow.
One for the road.
Don't sneeze again.
Singular tear. Nesgrim just sneezes.
I'm gonna hit the ending button.
You don't normally sit next to him.
Sing the single tear and then the sneeze and then I end the stream. Ezra cries and sneezes and we're done.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Avalanche.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, you would see instead of the skeletal structures that would birth forth from the scapular region of his back and his spine, you would instead see a magnificent pair of large white, almost densely feathered, angelic looking eagle wings. And that would burst out from his back. And he would almost instinctively flap them once and then hover a few feet from the ground.
Yeah, so I guess these are different now. Jealous, Felix?
You've seen me with eagle wings.
Mine are real though.
So were mine.
I have spectral raven wings, but
Nobody asked.
oh my god! Got me in the game too.
I've eaten chicken wings before. I don't really have any wings.
Just gestured his wings. If you eat them, you get them.
Well, you got to get going.
Well, we gotta go get us some.
Go get you
And I'm
some.
gonna throw my fucking cloak over my shoulder and hop onto my horse.
Go get you some.
So we have 3 horses.
And a wagon.
I wouldn't say anything. I was just seeing Nesgrim go from this dark, cursed creature turn into something as majestic as an eagle. Just kind of tear up and just
As a person who is very well fueled by the idea of change and redemption and the morally gray, nuanced idea of life, I think that's very fitting. Demonstration that it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
There's a chance for redemption. You missed yours, but yeah.
Still go get that rope.
God damn.
No, that was
Now
it.
I'm really
That was
hitting ending.
Oh my god, I will kill you and follow you into this whatever realm that is and drown your soul.
I'll just come back as the old desk.
There's no coming back, I'll make sure of it.
If everybody has done their farewells, I would say that the horses in the wagon would start to slowly mosey on as Nesgrim turns and flies back towards the opening of the mouth of the cave as the boulder closes behind him.
So, DJ Lawson. See y'all later.
Okay, bye, girl, bye.
Bye, y'all. Bye. I'm gonna awkwardly pee after this.
There's a bathroom upstairs.
Alright.
We don't need to, like, try to have an emotionally charged moment hearing you piss in the background.
Why not? That's not,
Do you want to take one of the microphones with you?
Yeah, take the camera. Oh no! Just on your face too, just so we can see the look of concentration.
Nesgrim stops before he gets inside of the caves. Hold on, gotta piss.
That was
Check.
Bye,
Bye,
DJ.
Bye.
So long, dude. Very different feeling ending from the conclusion with Lawrence like a month ago. Or 2 months ago. Yes. Felt fitting though. Northward.
Let's see, it's cursed.
Protecting
See, it is
himself.
cursed. You guys tell me where you want to go?
Talgotha, right?
South.
We were saying, well, we wanted to go
Campaign is truly and sincerely all
west
yours.
and then hug
Is it west?
the tree line north from
Right.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the edge of the woods for a glimpse of Whitehall, and then Talgotha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So it'd be a bit towards the city for a little bit from where the cave is, right? And then,
Yeah, again, the width of the Fellwood is 20 miles.
Okay.
So, like, traversing through snow, like, that width, even on horseback, will take you roughly a day. Which is fine. Like, it's not like there's a timetable that you guys are functioning on at the moment. But genuinely, you guys, it is entirely up to you all what you want to do.
Also, you said a cart. Do we have a cart?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we
Yeah,
just
there
had
had been, like, a small little cart that was being pulled before that the guild has given you now that they've emptied the belongings from.
Gotcha.
The idea being, like, you guys might find shit that is meaningful that you can't carry. This is an opportunity for you guys to, progress in a direction that you all want.
Yeah.
Let's go check out Whitehall.
West across the south face, outside of the Fellwood,
Mm-hmm.
until we reach the western edge.
Yeah, I believe we want to hug the tree line
Sure.
all the way through, rather than going through the actual woods.
Yeah, the woods would be difficult, especially with a cart and with a three-horsed wagon.
And we know that there's owl bears and stuff
Yeah,
that can
I mean,
hide in
there's
the
also,
trees.
monsters.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Well, I need 2 rolls on just straight up D20 for the first 12 hours and the second 12 hours. Whoever wants to take what?
I'll take one.
I can take the other.
Glenn, you're first then?
Yep.
Cool.
Just straight D20?
Yep. Yeah. This is just a randomizer table roll.
9.
9?
9 owlbears, period.
No, it's not wild shit like that. What's yours, sir?
No, but please.
I mean,
Give me the experience, John.
we roll. 2?
Yep.
No, the low numbers are fine. I mean, I don't want to say fine. Low numbers are...
2 dragons.
Two dragons!
Good thing it wasn't a 15. It'd be 15 dragons.
That's just pack it in. We'll see you later.
Oh my God, we also need to fucking math. It's the worst part about DMing, dude. Having like 8,000 things at once.
Don't you dare move that back. You stay away from me.
Hey, yo.
The stream has changed.
DJ and Lawrence, why?
I think it's you, Paul. It's good to be the king.
Yeah. No, I mean, so for the 9 for the first half, obviously we're going to get roughly halfway across the width of the Fellwood on the singular roll of the 9. The only thing that I will point out to you guys in terms of environmental effects for what is going on atmospherically, the weather changes. The 9 doesn't constitute like a blizzard or anything like that. It just implies like a reasonable snowfall. So it affects the journey for the travel time. So a thing that would have taken 12 hours takes a little bit longer in terms of just like expediting and being authentic about the process. Instead of it taking 12 hours, it takes a little bit longer. The only other thing I want to point out is that as you pass Hunter's Folly, you would hear silence, which to Ether, as a person that has known the lore of the situation, that feels weird. You guys did come up through Hunter's Folly and didn't hear shrieking, but you're not hearing anything at all from Hunter's Folly. So, in terms of not aligning with lore of the local area, that would just feel as a standout thing. The Fellwood itself is silent. The Oshuampian lumberjacks are still effectively on a hiatus post Yalinlo's death, roughly a month and a half ago at this point. The second half, which is your 2, constitutes, unfortunately, a blizzard that does start to overtake us. So I would say that this would be up to you guys at a point of, do you attempt to hunker down or do you intend to go through the blizzard? I will also remind you that you do obviously have Druidcraft. If you did want to cast it to give a 24-hour concentration.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd probably be doing that several times over the course of the journey just to figure out what the weather ahead was looking like.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow. Sometimes things work out poorly. You have 16 hours of snow.
Oh.
And you get 21 inches of snow over those, roughly 14 to 16-ish hours. So again, Druidcraft, with it being like, obviously the progression of it's not going to blizzard the entire fucking time. As a breakdown, I would say you would have probably a few hours of very heavy snow in the early onset, like maybe an hour of build-up, 4 hours of tough snow, and then like 12 hours of a pretty consistent, like heavy snowfall, where it's going to be difficult for you guys to travel. Not to say that the horses would be incapable, but that, again, the one-day journey of crossing the width of the Fellwood probably is going to take you 2 now. If that's the route you guys still want to go, it's just going to now invoke a second day worth of 2d20s.
Yeah.
Feels
I
like
think we'd rather take it slow.
I think so.
Yep.
Be safe.
2 people roll d20s. Somebody
gotcha.
told me who goes first. Chell's first. Paul's second.
Natural 20.
9.
Good.
9?
9.
Cool. So, great. Literally the same fucking thing on the front half. Or the back half. That's easy enough. So, the front half for the natural 20, I'll say you Druidcraft once again. Subsequent day, because of the natural 20, there's no inclement weather. Because of the 9, I'll say that you guys pass effectively through clear skies to the point where, because of your passive perception, Don, I'm going to ask you to roll for me. Make a history check at this point, as we're passing by things.
6.
6?
Yeah.
Cool. You guys cross again once through the south reaches of the Fellwood, along the outskirts. I asked because you are coming to the area in which obviously there are the bones of the Ancient Ones, so because it's been 3.5 years, and the campaign's been a very goddamn long time. In terms of the environmental structures, obviously you know that the bones are described as massive, comprising like 20 plus feet in terms of the structures that you have seen. They obviously look like rib cages and other things of various actual anatomical structures. With a 6, I only asked because you've learned more things about what these bones of the Ancients One might be.
Sure.
As you look into the distance, I would say that you would see one that, like, to you might, because of the description from Nesgrim, appear almost wing-like in structure, especially now with having witnessed other individuals with wings, being Felix, the item for Thariel herself, and now with Nesgrim. One of these bones would look anatomically similar to how you would anticipate the, like, almost finger width, like, stretching out thin bones for an avian creature that has great flight.
Okay.
And then you guys would reach the western edge of the Fellwood. And then you said you want to turn directly north. Yeah, hug the western edge of the Fellwood. This would be our 3rd day of travel. So once again, it's 2d20s again to about the point for where you would be able to really see the area that has been described to you for where Whitehall would be. But let me open up old map as well so I can make sure. Yeah. So 2d20s, please. Anybody.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if you guys overlap and go multiple times. Again, these are just for like environmental
17.
effects.
16.
Cool.
85
owlbears.
85 out there.
There we go.
Yeah, so in terms of passing by the Fellwood, the weather stays clear. There's a slight snow. Obviously, you're still druid crafting literally all the time. Because of these rolls, you would see that you would get like a windy, blustery day, nothing that's going to actively affect your travel. As you said, 16 and 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, nothing that actively affects your travel. I don't know how you guys intend to peep at Whitehall, but because you don't know the legitimate exact pinpoint location in the world.
We have the old map, right?
Yeah, that doesn't give like coordinates though.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
It
Like,
just says middle of big open area.
correct. This is the equivalent like for us where it's like, ooh, we can, go towards like central Jersey, and it's like we know Newark is north. Somewhere.
Ether.
Do we know where? Kind of, but not really.
Where did you say you found those with seemingly magical proclivity? You said you had found some bodies.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
He is correct.
Yeah. Where would I have found those?
Like along the western edge, slightly out from the Fellwood for where you have... Oh my god, I closed the map on this side. Yeah, western edge. I mean, again, there's... Why the fuck did it change the image?
No.
Nah, I mean, it's not like it's actually a problem. I just had to literally reopen. Again, it's not like there's roads or markers for you or any... Like, there's not... like mile 7. There's...
no.
Like, you know that the Fellwood comprises roughly 20 miles. Like, it's effectively a fucking square. It's 20 by 20.
Yep.
Like, roll a history check on that. Because, again, those are not people that you have found frequently.
Absolutely.
So, over the course of a 10-year thing, like, it doesn't feel right for me to just literally give you a location.
Oh, so close, but it's a 3.
Right?
Yeah. It was almost a 20.
I would say that based upon your memory, again, over 10
here
years...
somewhere.
Less like over here somewhere. Like, I would give you, it's obviously towards the later half, maybe third of the northern reaches of the Fellwood, but you also don't go that far out that often because this is difficult.
Sure.
Like, you were also doing this alone,
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be 4 days out of Oshuamp on your own.
Yeah.
So, far. Yes, Joe.
I was gonna say, so like the stories that I was told as a child, and if you want me to make a history check, I can. Like, would there be anything that like my mother might have told me that like would have like indicated an area that she
About the location? Yeah, absolutely. You can 100% make a history check on that because that is absolutely baked into your backstory.
It's 14.
Yeah. I would say for you, based upon where you grew up and based upon what you were told, you would know that long ago there were roads here in the north, and all roads led to Whitehall, which to me would demonstrate, because genuinely Oshuamp is in the south central, that's a thing that Chell doesn't know because Chell doesn't have like map. You would know that directly north from Oshuamp probably feels pretty accurate as a place that all roads would lead to.
Yeah, I would relay that message. It also probably wouldn't hurt to look for maybe very old, but maybe trails. But
They would all likely be covered by snow, and during the warmer months, this whole area becomes rather swampy. Any traces of paths that are not well kept, we might be able to find if there are any stone paths of any kind, but this far from a city, it is unlikely to find any of those remnants. The one thing that I will ask
Yeah, absolutely.
is obviously my good pal homunculus William Hartwood had the eye, and they were bounty hunters. I have not experienced the eye do anything other than me hold it up and look at a thing and see something. Right. But if they tracked specific people, is there some sort of like spidey sense or like Jack Sparrow with the compass where it like pulls me in a direction for a thing?
Like a GPS.
I don't know if you remember. We
did.
talked
Yes,
about
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know.
Out of game.
We did.
We had.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah. I guess I would look at the eye and try to, I don't know, see if there's any like runes or anything written on it, or like things to flip down over it or something like that.
It's very much a compass.
Okay.
In terms of, again, because I'm, not an artist, I shall do my finest. So, like, there's, looks like, yonder 8 ball.
It's an eye.
So it looks like quite literally an eye.
It's a very round.
There would be, like, things.
Sunny side up.
Yeah, dude, like I said,
Like
nice salt and
sprinkled
pepper, like
donut?
sunny side eggs,
Okay.
dude. Like,
It's
that
got
sounds
bacon
good,
on it?
right? It's got fucking,
Okay.
bacon bits, dude.
Ooh.
No, it would obviously have gemstones inlaid.
Yeah.
So like how I talked about before, where when you hold it up and you look out, like you're looking just through the concentrated center.
Yes.
That is the prismatic shard for what you and I obviously fucking know is a draconic shard.
Yep.
So like around it would be gemstones inlaid. There's not necessarily writing or anything like that, but the gemstones would genuinely illuminate. Once you get to a point within the Fellwood, without being too fucking meta-defining, like, within a certain distance, stones would start to illuminate, like,
And
west by northwest.
Sure.
Like,
And
regardless of the color of the stones, it would be a rainbow, a litany of various colors. So,
Sure.
like, I don't want to demonstrate a falsehood of, like, ooh, you gotta follow the green ones.
Yeah.
It's
the
that.
direction. If I turned, it would
Yes.
be different ones that
Correct.
are pointing that way.
Correct.
Okay.
But yes, it is a compass.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I would. William Hartwood tracked specific people with this. And it seems like the gems are pointing in a particular direction, and I'll demonstrate as I turn the gems light up on the other edges. I don't know if it is what we are looking for, the person that is bound to it, or if it is powerful magical entities within the area. But I can try looking in the direction that it is pointing.
The direction that John just gave me and the direction that that's pointing is the same direction, correct?
Correct, because
Yeah.
you would be on a
Yeah.
side of the Fellwood, which is in the eastern reaches. So, like,
I think anything short of it.
you
pointing
guys would be
south are
over
good.
here.
Yeah.
It would be pointing this way. Oshuamp would be here. So, yes, your true north from it would co-align with his northwest, yes.
I mean, I think the coincidences are too uncanny for us not to
Sure,
try to pursue it.
sure. Felix, could you lift me up into the sky?
Eat.
I don't know how far it is. We may not be able to see it from here, but if we have height, perhaps we can. If you could-
Sure.
I don't know if
How high?
I'm not an Earth man. Not a map man.
You're a Martian?
Yeah.
Then we'll go as high as we can.
All right, that seems.
How high can you get me?
If you're in the sky,
You can go twice as high.
Felix can go twice as high.
Oh my goodness. Let me find it here. Give me a second.
You hear treetops.
He just dropped him.
Yeah. I would cast Cloud Steps with 6 side points. We'd go 120 feet in the air.
Okay.
Just right underneath of us, so we don't even have to walk the steps.
Oh, amazing.
Just wee.
Like an escalator.
Thank you.
Of course.
Very high.
Should be high enough to find my burnout dice. Help. 6.
Yeah, you're fine.
What does the celestial eye see?
Yeah, I mean, you got to tell me where you're looking.
Uh,
Because again, I'm going to obviously, in favor of you guys, assume that this is on the latter half of the second day.
Yep.
Or sorry, the third day as you're traversing north. I'm not
Yep.
gonna fuck you guys over by being like, oh, you didn't say when you're doing it. You're at the later stages of the film. Again, like that's,
We're outside of the cave still.
what? You guys are dumb. Why would you do that?
Why are you looking at crying Reardo?
Okay. Yeah. You're not stupid. You look
Yeah.
in the fucking obvious goddamn direction. I'm being facetious.
yeah, I would look in that direction, and I guess I would look really from where we are almost straight out, because at that height I'm going to get a pretty wide berth.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to look down, because that would be like, I'm not going to look directly down at the earth,
Yeah.
because then I'm not going to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
as
yeah.
far of a
Yeah.
berth. Now the real question is, can I combo it with the eagle eyes that I don't have that I could borrow?
I'm going to tell you sincerely, it would probably not matter.
Okay.
You're still roughly, again, I know the item.
Yeah.
You can see it within 1 mile. You're not within 1 mile.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure.
That.
Yeah.
I know, like, again, my measurement of...
Okay.
Like, again, this isn't like a, bro, I have
Yeah.
infinite
Yeah,
all
yeah.
sight for forever. Like, literally not even deities have true sight out to, like, 1 billion miles. They have it within 120 feet.
Sure.
So, like, even giving you a celestial
Yeah.
eye that is attempting to give it to you
Sure.
within 1 mile.
Yeah, it's
No wonder why they fled.
Right? You fucking dumb. Suck.
we can see 300 feet.
Yeah. You would be able to, like, go up to this height and you would look out and you'd get a good breadth of, like, the environment around you. So, like, I can give you other things.
Sure, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Other
not that.
things.
Oh, yeah. Other things are bad.
That sound good.
No! So you would look in the direction that you would assume would be Whitehall. You
Yes.
hold the kaleidoscope eye up over your eye. You don't see anything.
Okay,
Like, nothing about the environment changes for you.
sure.
So in terms of the central area of the north here, again, you guys do have the old map. It's just vast fucking snowy plains. Like, it is effectively nothingness out here throughout
Yeah.
the center. You know, this is a horseshoe. There's nothing to the center. You'd be able to see again, this is where, like, fuck math, dude. Being 120 feet in the air obviously still does not give me the breadth of...
Yeah, it's very far.
I got you.
Yeah,
Geometry.
I don't think you're seeing 16 to 18 miles other side. Like, at 120 feet? Like, you're the physics.
It's a vast open plains. I mean, it depends
Yes.
on if it's clear.
It's clear.
I don't know how. I actually don't know how far we can see.
Neither do I. But, like,
Let's
again,
just go
obviously,
back.
yeah, sincerely, dude, like, there's obviously a natural fucking curvature still to the world where, like, when I talked to Don about it before...
Flat plane.
It's
I don't
not-
know. You said it's plains.
This is a flat plains area.
Yeah, it's still gonna curve. Yeah, I
Yes.
gotcha.
So, like...
There's also
believe it.
atmosphere.
Yeah, like, it's overcast, like, there's fucking fog and shit
No,
like that.
yeah,
Well,
it would depend on
clear-
the overcast, not necessarily the curvature. It's not like far enough to. I don't think.
Even
Sure.
on a clear day, you can't
Yeah, you can't see
usually
that far.
like there is still physical atmosphere, and even
Yes.
though we don't see it directly in front of us, we do see atmosphere, and as it builds up over a
12
distance, you see
roughly
less and
12
less.
Yeah, you can see 12 miles.
So we wouldn't be able to see
The full
entire-
reach
yeah.
of the other
Yeah,
edge.
so we couldn't see the other side of the
Yeah,
woods.
you wouldn't be able to see the
I'm
other
literally doing
woods,
the
because, again, the other
geometry
woods
for
are,
Yeah, you just Google it.
16
Kids,
miles
don't do
away.
math. Just Google it.
I will say, from where you are, because you've gone...
Oh wait, no, hold on.
Oh, yeah,
If you and I
actually.
could see a candle 30 miles away. Okay, I'm getting two different answers here. Depends on the amount of dust and pollution in the air, which usually limits normal vision. So
There's not really any pollution up here. I'm gonna say fuck it and say that you can see the other woods because I think that is fine.
yeah, so we can see at least 16 then because it's
Yes,
clear. Okay.
correct. So with it being clear visibility with you guys at this elevation, you guys would see clear west across literally 16 miles of vast emptiness. Just fucking flat snow plains, like literal nothingness.
Yeah.
2, 3
Wow, you'd actually be able to see back to Oshuamp.
Oh fuck.
You'd see,
Don't look-
it'd be small as fuck in
Yeah.
the distance, obviously.
Don't look at it.
They can see us.
See the eye.
Wait a second. Where?
The ring.
Yeah.
Are we the bad
Light,
guys?
light me on fire.
All right, so like,
John.
as a real thing, like, here's a problem with it being like this fucking far for it being a clear day. This worked out really nicely, I guess.
Oh, no.
Good for you guys.
Oh no!
Like, what the fuck ever at this point for me?
We
I
can see
guess.
that
Fuck
far.
me.
You know what else can see that far?
The rock.
Man.
The horde of owlbears.
They can see us too.
They're
Looking back.
It's not that bad.
Do we see Manipulus taking like a bath or something?
You actually just see Sauron.
Oh, yeah.
You can
No,
see.
we are.
Yeah,
I am
we're
Sauron.
Sauron.
I am.
You can see so much.
That's why I told him to light me on fire.
Yeah.
He's taking
Why
a bath,
did
but
we
he's
roll
holding
a
like a
clear
telescope.
fucking yay, dude. Jesus Christ. All right.
Because we're
we
winners,
just
John.
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely.
We're just unlocking the whole
I mean,
whole
you can have
map
the,
right
you
now.
can have the map, but like in terms of what it looks like authentically now, fucking matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, before we started, would have asked you to hold me because if there's a gust of wind while I am looking 16 miles away, I'm going to fall 120 feet to my death.
It's okay, I can cast silence, we won't hear it.
Friendship.
If you're gonna die,
That's
just die
friendship.
quietly.
There's like 6 feet of snow.
That's
You'll
true.
be
I just
fine.
thought-
You're
probably
gonna
be
fall
fine
for a
with 6
while
feet
until
of
he
snow,
enters the.
The silencing bubble,
would
then he
feel
won't
like-
hear anything.
Yeah.
I would hold him.
Right.
Grasp me.
Or you guys do the
I am your
Titanic
throne.
thing?
Firmly grasp.
Don't let
Don't you let go.
Fuck me, dude. Why is vision at heights so
Oh, you
dumb?
can reenact.
we can build
Hold
it.
me. Oh.
Nigga, you're holding the eye.
What do
gotta
you
be-
see? Yeah, where's the eye?
I dropped it.
No, I'm Mystic Handing the eye in front of me.
I see everything.
Right.
You're holding it in a position where you can try to see through it too.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm tuning.
So, in terms of how fucked this world is, because I guess I just have to say it at this point.
Yay!
So, you guys would be on the upper, like, third or so of the Fellwood. You guys would see that legitimately about 4 miles north, because I'm just going to go from your direct right and go around.
Okay.
So, Fellwood continues for roughly 3 more miles. You guys at this height would be able to see that kind of similarly to what I had described when you flew up pretty high before, because you went like 500-600 feet.
Yeah.
But now we've got Aether's peepers, and they're really good peepers. The magic peepers. You would see that the area for, I think it's on your map, but again, the northeast area of the woods that was Alglatha that you now know is called the Blacklaus, which is old tree. It sounds scary.
It sounds horrible.
It doesn't really mean anything. It sounds like Santa Claus's fucking house. Come on back to the Blacklaus. You would see that it is like, despite there being snow, this is weird.
She just one of Santa's elves that ran away.
Oh, there's Brian Drew.
What is it called?
The Blacklaus.
Plackhouse, and he's a shadow elf?
The Blacklaus, not Blackhouse. Blacklaus.
Oh, like
Like
lice.
Yeah, like lice. Yeah, Blacklaus.
Away
Black
from
Mouse.
Santa Claus.
Yeah. No, so it's a fucking.
He's Batman.
So much coal.
Man. Yeah, no, I just have to literally tell you.
Tell him.
You guys would see that. Sorry. Fuck. The Blacklaus immediately, like, it looks like there's a clear delineation on the northern reaches of the Fellwood. So again, if you're thinking of it in terms of like squares or rectangles on top of each other, like if this is yonder Fellwood where it's 20 miles by 20 miles, the Blacklaus goes roughly the same width of 20 miles, but then goes about 50 miles north. Like,
Okay.
so because you can see 30, I'm just gonna say again because it's fucking clear, and because you're closer to this, you'd be able to see more of this in terms of measurement for me for distance.
Okay.
Sure.
It is a fetid bog, like a fucking marshland. So you would be able to see that because it's swamp as opposed to like a fen. Swamp implies that there's more natural vegetation, like tree life. You would see that this clearly would have looked to you like it would have been a vast forest, like a beautiful, full, similar pine trees, coniferous trees to the actual fellwood itself. It looks like something horrific has happened here. You would see that as the snow falls, especially in the areas like close to you at where it does start, so only like 3-4 miles away for you guys for your sight, you would see that as the snow is falling, it almost looks like it disintegrates in the atmosphere around the bog. Like it melts.
Oh god.
And this is in the area just north of the Fellwood,
Correct.
you said?
Yeah, where we're going.
Like the Mythwoad area.
Correct. Literally the Mythwood.
Sick.
Yeah. Swamp now.
Swampwoad.
Swampwood. You'd be able to see, I have to actively also describe for you guys the Crystal Tower. Because that would be within your 16 miles of...
Gotta put you up there, light jump.
So, the Crystal Tower would be outside of the bog at its northeasternmost point. You guys would be able to actually see it pretty fucking well because, again, it's a goddamn prism.
Yep.
So, like, it would reflect light, and it's... Excuse me, despite it being an overcast day, there's still going to be light that's going to penetrate through the natural thinness of the overcast nature of the atmosphere. So, you guys are 120 feet in the air. Yeah.
We float through the air with the greatest of ease.
Goes 600 feet into the air.
Oh,
it is
Jesus.
tall as motherfucker. So, like, again, you would be able to see it's almost in its entirety. Obviously, you can't see the lowest reaches of it. It would be slightly obscured by
Sure,
the
sure
bear.
it looks nice.
Yeah. No, it looks weird.
Looks weird.
It's difficult to try to discern and like to try to describe, but genuinely the best thing for me actually is to look at that silver fucking balloon and you see how in the reflection of the light you can actually see the prismatic rainbows. It literally looks like a tower comprised of that structure, that coloration.
That's why I bought those balloons.
We're geniuses. We've planned this for
So,
years.
would it appear smooth?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
That's not smart.
Insinuating to you, like again, as an like it would look almost like it's glass on the exterior,
Right.
but a reflective glass, like it's actually again crystal or mirror.
Gotcha.
But again, ascends roughly 600 or so feet. Hard for you to tell actual height, but it looks like it's a big fucking structure. Not as obviously you know. I can't give you like the diameter of the building, but like it would look fucking massive in the goddamn distance because for you, even where you are, it is probably about 9 miles away.
Like to make a calculus check?
Yeah, roll.
Did you want me to roll?
Yeah, fucking roll it.
I mean, can you see the size of it compared to like the entirety of the city of Oshuamp?
Oshuamp, because it's much further away, would be an awkward calculation.
I've been rolling poorly. Just straight intelligence?
Yeah,
Yeah, 15.
15. What's up, Jeff?
I sent you a thing.
Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely.
Just because it reminded me of something else.
Yeah, no, for sure. With the 15, I would say that you would be reminded almost to a degree that it would feel...
Are there trees around it?
There are trees towards the base of it, because again, it is right around the edge of the bog. So because of the scale of the trees, you would insinuate and infer that, like, this is probably... like 400 feet in diameter. Like this is a massive structure, like 500 feet in diameter, and again going 600 up feet. But it does seem cylindrical to you in the distance. But yeah, genuinely, Joe, like kind of not wrong.
Just for anybody wondering, water towers are typically only 165 feet
Oh
tall.
my god.
And
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
so
usually
we're,
only
like,
50
almost at that
feet
height.
in
Yes.
diameter.
Yes. So like
So this thing's
We're like
wider than
standing
those
in
are
the
tall.
like where you can stand because the water tower goes higher. So that's how high we are.
I was like,
like that, because that's where like when I'm thinking of it again, when we joke around about the relation of like, it's mountain height. It's like,
Yeah.
I know that
Could be
the
any-
tallest
yeah.
mountains are fucking like 9,000 feet above.
No clue.
Like, yeah. Even though you just said it, it's gone. I got nothing.
Who's to say?
Could be 9 feet, could be 9 million. Don't know.
Literally no concept.
Small mountain.
Like, how tall is like a skyscraper in New York City?
Let's find out. How tall
Those
it is.
are pretty tall.
You're,
Pretty tall.
you're usually
170.
figuring 10 foot per floor.
Yeah, roughly. For
Yeah,
ceiling.
so like 1,000 feet probably, between maybe 800 and 1,100 feet.
So the Comcast Center in Philly,
21.
973 feet.
1,000
yeah.
square
So if
feet.
you can see like a skyline of a city from a very far distance.
Sure.
So if you
It's
have
basically right
that,
there.
like it's
It's right there.
essentially maybe not one of like the tallest skyscrapers that we've seen, but something
Comparable.
Yeah.
comparable.
Yeah, again, that is why I'm trying to say, like, it
Yeah.
looks big as fuck. Like, it's a tall-ass fucking building. Especially in relation to medieval era.
Yeah.
Like, 600 to 700 feet is fucking obnoxious.
The Lincoln Memorial is 600 feet.
Is it
tall.
really? Wow. Damn. Yeah, so it's the Lincoln Memorial now.
It's the Lincoln Memorial.
There's on
Like
his
the
name.
building itself.
He's
Like
outside the
tall,
bog.
like,
That's the Washington
the Washington Monument. That's what I meant.
Wait a second. Wait,
It's
that's
the
a.
same thing.
Hold on. Is that canon? Canon? He's out. He's there. Because he's a
And
vampire hunter.
Hey,
Hey!
He's a vampire hunter.
he cannot tell a lie.
Well, you know why the Washington Monument is that tall, right?
Penis.
Yeah, he was buried right there.
Yeah, the Washington Monument is 555 feet tall.
Okay.
So, roughly a Washington monument's in height. A little bit more. A little bit bigger than
Does that
George.
look like a dick?
The trees
It
at
looks
the
like a
base.
very prismatic dick. I would say that you would actually be able to see. You would see the height. You would see that it would conclude in a conical spire.
Okay.
Like it would look like a genuine, authentic, like wizardly tower. So it would have a clear, delineed, conclusion and a spiral parapet.
It's pretty pretentious, honestly.
Yes. I would agree. I would
Dixie.
never.
What's it compensating for?
Right? Nothing.
Losing the plane.
I will break the dice. So that's that way.
That's that.
The world tree is currently in a demi-plane, so you can't see that.
Shucks.
Yeah, right? You can't see the mine. It's underground and it's obscured by the bog.
I'm sorry, what? The what?
The mine.
The mine?
The entrance.
Or the
to
mind?
The mine.
The mine.
Mine.
The mine.
It's mine.
Mine.
Okay.
It's mine.
They be able to see the Noromoth? Because that looks
that's-
like a tower on the map.
That's gone.
Okay.
So
Not
you would know. You've viewed the map several times. You would know the map. You would know that thing.
Arguably, I would have made copies.
Yeah, absolutely. at
With
this
all the
point, for sure.
downtime.
Yes. You would notice that Celeborn isn't there. Famous Leeson is not like an area that seems like it's noticeable. Fuck, no. Dude, with your elevation, you would absolutely be able to see that the spot for Faintest Leeson would seem like it's almost an empty... Not like a meadow, because there's nothing growing in there. But like...
Just desolate.
yeah, desolate.
like a pit.
Everything looks nice up here.
No!
Everything's just nice.
No!
Cock towers.
Also,
Yeah, that was
the
a good
cock
one for you.
tower's great, alright?
Save the cock tower!
It's smooth!
I gave you one nice thing, and it's beautiful, it's smooth, it's the perfect size.
600 feet! 600 feet is perfectly average.
Look, all I'm saying is we found a dildo in the caves,
Yeah.
as above, so below. Like, it's gotta be there.
They just cast
Obviously.
in large a couple
Yeah.
hundred times.
It was gonna be there.
So if I write desolate wasteland, that wouldn't necessarily
That
be...
would not be inappropriate or incorrect, absolutely.
I said Baron.
But like,
That too.
obviously again, that the Plaklaus stretches like it curves, like it's, where's the banana? It's banana shaped. Like it does. It's, if it's, that's this. It's actually more like that because
What exactly is the Black House?
the Plaklaus is the name of the forest.
It's
The
this.
bog, the marshes.
You see this?
It's the Badland.
That whole section is
The
the
back.
Black
Yeah,
House.
like
Oh.
this is the Fellwood.
Okay.
This is the Black House.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Again, it just means old trees. It's just scary sounding, so I like it. But it just means old trees, okay? Yeah, I want to also have fun.
Sunlight reflected off the tower and burned the trees.
It does. The
That's what
flat house
happened.
does turn. So, like, when you are hitting...
What happened to Whitehall?
When you're hitting the stem of the
just
banana,
focused.
that is the area that is famously sin. It would be a noticeable opening in the deforested swamp region. It would seem like it's a circle.
How do I put the condom on, John?
I was literally like, if I'm at the top of the banana, I'm looking down. Do I see through the bog?
How many bananas tall is the tower?
Banana amount.
I'll say that you can see roughly that Faintest Leeson looks as though it would be like 2 square miles approximately.
Of just barren.
Yeah, barren. Okay. Like, again, even in the area for where snow would be falling there as well, it would also disintegrate in the atmosphere, but it doesn't look as though it's then a bog or a wetlands underneath. It looks almost like it's still... Like, I don't want to say grass, again, because it's not grass. Like, it would just look like a flat, barren plain, yes.
Like a craggy kind of area?
Slightly, yeah, absolutely. That is correct. That is a good
Like a shale mine. Like a quarry looking type deal.
Shale mine.
Yeah, shale. It's type of rock.
Why are you saying shells like that?
Shale.
Seashells.
That's where we get oil from.
Oscar Shelby.
Yeah. God damn it, you see fucking Ash Hall.
We see the Ash Hall?
Now I have to read text.
Oh.
Yeah, no, the mountains right behind Hostrukar really matter.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were told that there's something that lives there.
Yeah.
There's a nice dude.
I think it was a fire giant is what he had told us.
Friendly giant.
No, it was a stone dragon.
Stone dragon.
Stone dragon sleeping.
Stoned dragon.
Thank God.
Don, what's your BP?
What?
23.
Make an active perception check for me.
Deception?
Perception.
Oh,
Lie to me!
We aren't here.
I'm bad at that.
Lie.
My Christmas a 9.
No, an active perception check, because, like, you are intensely trying to analyze something in the distance.
Yeah.
I really hope you roll well. I want to describe this.
12.
Ah, fuck you. Well, you see Hostrukar, but you don't see the thing in the middle.
Wait a second. Can I help? I am holding him, and I'm mystic handing the.
You're right. Yeah.
Take your one hand and just like
Look a little to the right.
a little bit.
17 on the die plus 8.
There it is. Show me the money.
It's asleep.
It's asleep.
Not anymore. Good morning.
I have a feeling I know what it is, though.
on me.
Good morning.
You're just gonna tell people anyway,
Yeah,
I presume. Fantastic.
Either doesn't keep
Great,
it
great,
to
great,
himself.
great. All right, so you know like how horny toads can blend in with their environment, how they have like effectively camouflage for how they work, utilizing like rubble and their basic texture and composition of their flesh.
Oh yes, toad facts.
Yes.
I'd like to subscribe.
So, for Hostrukar, there are actual ruins of this area. This is not something like where for Alglatha the location is completely sunk. For Hostrukar, you would be able to see, similar to like for us with Lord of the Rings in terms of structure just based on the films. Think about how like when you're looking in the Mines of Moria, once again, you're thinking about the big external like pillars and things like that.
Yeah.
This Hostrukar would have more of the appearance of like a fucking fortress. So when I think of old medieval areas, a keep or a fortress is something that's like 99% composite of stone. There's not like external living space or things like that. This would be a composite of stone with a massive external fortification that, especially for you guys at this height, you would see the walls would look as though they were comprised of roughly 300 feet in height with, again, spiraling parapet towers around corners and edges. You would see this as a massive structure in the distance. I will tell you that it is absolutely in a state of rubble and destruction. It's not something that I feel like Felix would genuinely have like that great of a demonstration or a historical example of, but I do want to still give you the history check just for an opportunity for an inference.
Okay.
We talking like Minas Tirith,
We're talking Minas Tirith.
but taller?
Wider.
Wider. Okay. I meant
Shorter,
the walls.
wider. Oh, sorry, the
Yeah.
walls. Also still shorter and wider.
Okay, sure. Interesting.
Yeah. But, like, it is built into the mountain. So, like, this is effectively genuinely like my Minas Tirith.
Sure.
So,
okay.
like, this is wider, but not as tall.
Okay.
Say 14.
14. I would say, because you'd be able to see it in the distance, Ash Hall would look like it is comprised of like a granite gray stone, like naturally occurring. It would feel pretty comparable to what you've seen from the environment of the mountains around. It would also look like it is embedded into the mountain itself and built into it. So same thing as like, you know, the villas in Italy and things like that where you see homes and stuff. Bless you.
Bless.
With a 14, without going into like an abundance of detail, this would feel almost like, despite not having had an actual example of it in your immediate life, it doesn't feel unfair for where Ulm is, especially in relation to Zau Ulima, the mountainous, like, Mount Doom volcano to the south.
Yeah, the hoof thing, yeah.
The whole thing. This would feel like, and look to you in the distance as though it is stained in ash and soot. And the buildings look as though they have been struck almost from the sky. It would
And
look
there's no volcanoes in the area.
no volcanoes in the area. It would look similarly to if it had been almost destroyed by volcanic activity, but there's no volcano present. So, in the same way that when a volcano will spew molten lava and boulders and things like that during the peak of an eruption, it would look similar. So, like, Zau Ulima, you would have known that that's a thing.
Yeah.
That's the closest connection for up here.
Yeah.
Not saying that it's specifically that, but comparable.
Yeah. I would be saying that to Ether as we're
he's
looking at
peeking.
it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, genuinely, this would be a thing where, like, in terms of the environments that we've witnessed so far, a lot of the other things have seen, like, slow, natural degradation. This would feel almost cataclysmic.
Right.
25, you said, right? 'Cause 17 plus 8
PP?
for
yes.
the PP
Yeah.
check.
Yes, 25.
25. And again, you said you would repeat this?
Yes, absolutely.
So, you guys have this map anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, you know how, like, up here in the area around the peaks behind Hostrukar, I am going to tell you that you are going to see something absolutely fucking horrifying. Because I love it, and I really want it to be here. And it is here. That's what that means. It's Stone Dragon. You would see that genuinely, almost blended in, perfectly aligned with the stone, but for a brief second, you would get this glittering of massive eyes as they slowly blink. They are looking, not like at you, but like out into the north. But you would see what would appear to you effectively blended into, and like that's kind of why you would see it, as the mountain almost seems like it moves. It would shake off slight reaches of snow where you would see the like little bits of rubble and things like that fall. You would see what would look genuinely kind of almost like a fucking, as we would know it, like a Komodo dragon, comprised of craggy stone-like textures that would look as though in waves wrapped and rolling around the mountain is the mountain.
What label is that?
The Durgraut, which genuinely in giant means stone dragon. Oh, the mountain. It would look like it is close to, in width, the city of Hostrukar.
Jesus.
Like
Like a mile.
like it's holding it type of deal?
Correct.
Like a cat curled up with its favorite toy type of deal?
Very much so, yes. Do you have a question, Joe?
No, I'm just trying to like visualize. I just keep thinking like the world dragon and like
Yeah.
War.
Yeah,
You're
like-
kind of not wrong. So again, when we've
This
gone to
is
like the
the-
Ren Fair and stuff like
this
that,
is
and they've
the
had
thing.
snow globes or other things like that where it's a spherical object and it has the dragon like in clay or in metal cast around it, and it does look like it is holding a sphere. It is genuinely very much begins with an I.
Enveloping.
No, that's an E.
Impotent.
Oh.
I was going to say inspired by.
Oh,
Impotent.
That's what
Are
I
you well?
No. Very bad.
There must always be a DJ.
Like powers. It's like
enveloping.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
so like a world dragon.
yeah.
Yes.
Or the world snake or whatever it was in God of War.
Your Mungan deer.
You said that means stone dragon and
What?
giant?
The worlds are written in Norse mythology.
Oh.
The Mungan deer.
Okay, okay.
But yes.
You said
You
it
don't have to
giant,
talk
you
to
mean
it?
stone dragon?
Stone dragon.
It's
Okay.
easy. Just speak giant
And
to it.
that's enveloping
Hostrukar.
Hostrukar, the whole city.
It would look like it is, yeah, absolutely. Which again, it implies that it is roughly a mile long.
The dragon's a mile long?
Yes.
Okay.
City is a mile wide, dragon's a mile wide. Big dragon. He's a mountain. Mountain boy.
I could only teleport from one end to the other.
Mm-hmm.
My bones.
Slap. Good tail, dude.
You said Komodo dragon-esque, so that's exactly what I thought of with this. It's called a sailfin dragon.
Yep.
Oh boy.
It's
That's
all
a
the fun of a
fucking-
Komodo dragon, but it has dope fins.
That's a dinosaur.
yes.
It's also a sick color.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I fucking
love
love that shit, dude.
I want to meet them.
I meet him.
I
That
don't.
one in particular.
I
They're
don't.
What do you think he does
cool.
for a living?
Right? Like, do you think he's
He eats people,
anybody?
he eats small children.
sick?
I thought you were
Like
gonna
that
say.
doesn't look real.
No, he looks like a friend.
Yeah, you can actually keep these.
He kind of looks like How to Train Your Dragon.
Mhm.
That guy. The one that Glenn just sent is really cute.
Yeah.
Look at him.
This
He's
one's
so
a
cute.
this one's
What
a
friend.
baby,
Look
and
at
it's
the eyes.
all black.
That's the eyes of a man I can trust.
Oh my god.
I
Bright
trust
blue
that thing with my
eyes.
whole being.
Dude, his eyes are so
That thing was
blue.
definitely
How to Train
around
Your
when the
Dragon.
dinosaurs
Face
walked the
is
earth.
friend shaped.
Yeah.
I just want to give him little nose kisses.
Right.
I just love him.
He
I love
will.
too how like they're
Just feed him
fucking
like
like
an egg.
wrinkly around
Like a hard
the
Yeah.
dog.
So wrinkly,
Like,
right?
yeah,
It's the
fucking-
Look
wrinkles.
at how beautiful his eye is. Like that is
I guess
trusting.
If
Put a
Ruben
hat
had
on there.
scales and not fur, that's Ruben.
Don't you want to just hand him like a little piece
What?
of banana?
Yeah.
Put a little
I want to put him on a
top
little
hat
leash.
Oh,
I feel like
around.
I'm being gaslit by everyone here.
You are. Get out.
for a good reason.
At least it's not a bear.
Listen,
He's not a bear. He's a friendly
Dinosaurs are
little
like a
wrinkly
close
dragon.
To
second.
bears.
Because they're
Dino.
the only reason they're not number one is because they're extinct
Dino bears.
for the most part. That's horrifying.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
I would.
Oh.
I think this thing's worse.
See
Yeah,
that?
Friend.
I think Real Rearing is right around the edge of what you see. You don't see Last Watch. You see Oshuamp. You see the snowy wall.
Anything special with that wall?
I mean, in terms of special, no, genuinely, it does appear like it is legitimately, as described before, just like a sheet of ice and snow.
Okay.
Where it would look like the way I've always imagined it is effectively consider a waterfall that does somehow legitimately magically for what we as
Right.
people would have to like perceive it as freeze.
Okay.
Like think of Niagara, just frozen. So
I can just cut through that real quick, you know?
yeah. Yeah, Real Rearing I think is like right at the edge for where you guys are. And then all the rest of the west is like you'd be able to again see the trees, but like Vorse grew up there. They are the same kind of like coniferous trees as the Fellwood. They just are differently named because of the other things that live in the environment.
Sure.
Oh, you mean the Gagodob?
Adobe.
Yeah,
Home
I'd
of the
say that-
Sabrak.
Nah, we'll see if the big fucking bird in the sky's still there. Is he hanging out? Oh no.
Peace.
is that a yes?
Like cast silence. Goodbye.
Hope you die.
If you're gonna die, at least die quietly.
Just so I don't have to hear it.
I don't
I
wanna hear
We'll
just
leave
can't
you here to
bother.
die and teleport away silently.
Use my
I would say over the course of you guys genuinely observing the environment around you for like the few minutes, you would then hear in the distance.
Yeah, you feel me let go of you and just turn.
Yeah, I mean, north of Felfarthen, you would see once again, as described to you, the enormous fucking
Big Bird.
Storm Big Bird.
Orange feet.
It's Iffy's dad.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, it would squawk at first, but then in the air. Like Sonic Boom though, like it hits the ears and it's like, oh fuck, like I don't like that actually.
We should
Perhaps we should descend.
It's not looking at us, right?
It is now.
I rolled to see if it was up, not if it was looking. Oh, it looking!
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, but is it moving towards us?
Paul!
With the natural 20 I rolled, yes.
Let's get down the stairs.
We're
Is it a
gonna,
dodo bird?
Kinda.
Yeah,
I
kind of, but it can
magically
fly.
spirited away when she's like running down the stairs, just full speed.
yeah. Yeah, we're gonna
Slide down the railing.
Yeah, we're gonna Naruto run
Yeah,
down.
I mean, you would see, like, as you're Naruto running down the cloud
I'm
steps,
fucking-
like, you know, a bird with, in the distance, roughly 3 miles away. So, like, again, you have good peepers and you're up in the air. Like, it's higher than you guys are, so it would look like it's swooping down
Sure,
in your
yeah,
direction.
In the
But
tree
it's like,
line.
it's 3 miles away, so, like,
Yeah,
it's not gonna fucking get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you would look up and you'd be like, "Oh, sweet Jesus, that thing looks like if the sun was here, it would eclipse the sun." And just from 3 miles away, that sounds like a sonic boom in your ears. It's a storm bird, and it's real angry and coming your way.
Help us.
Yep, we're-
We get to the bottom and we're
you're
like, in the tree line. We gotta hide from that.
Yeah, you guys would also now start to hear.
Is it a turkey?
No.
There's a very large bird coming. We should get into the trees.
The one I described before.
The size of the sun.
What do you want?
I'll
Get
take
it.
my cloak and
Tree
kind of fan
line.
it out over me and my horse and my junk and stuff so we're all nice and white and push everybody into the woods.
Yeah. You guys would be right around the edges of the Fellwood. I'd say roughly maybe half a mile away from where the Plakklaus, the bog, would start. So you guys would be, what you would assume, safe from the horrors of the Plakklaus.
There's also a number of horrifying things we saw from up there, and then I will just tell all of the
Just
things
dump
that
all
we
of
just
that
saw.
on.
Your passive PP is a 23.
It is.
I will tell you that as you're running down the cloud stairs, you would see, as you're getting maybe 50, 60 feet still up in the air, so like a reasonable height, just like out of the corner of your eye, you would see in the Plakklaus, as had been described before, because of the height that you're at, and because it's overcast, it would almost make, to me, sense for you to see within the reaches of, again, there's going to be small patches where there would be grasslands kind of surrounded by, the boggy, marshy waters and shit.
Sure.
There would be sporadic trees that would be, again, as previously described, rotting and fetid. Logs and stuff like timber across. You'd be able to see, it's difficult for you to take in a quick glance as you're running down, but it definitely seems like there's things moving about in the Plakklaus.
Okay, not in our direction, just
Not,
around.
yeah, about. And humanoid things. They're again, from a couple hundred feet away, you're not going to be able to discern
Yeah.
details, but definitely seems like there's some humanoid things moving around in there.
Okay. How many, roughly? Just a 10,
Army?
100, 1,000, a million.
I mean,
Every trait is
somewhere between 10 and 100.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
many
dude,
people
you're
does it
looking at
take?
a
Yeah,
vast
yeah, no,
area. It's
absolutely,
not like they're
absolutely.
it's not like there's 30 dudes over
Yeah,
there.
no.
It's
that's fine.
There's some stuff here, there's some stuff here, there's some stuff here, stuff.
Yeah, and they're
it's-
moving around.
They're not
Okay,
marching in
yeah.
a brigade. They're
Yes.
ready
This
to...
is not the Orc War Band.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. I was
just
like,
like,
is it the Orc War Band?
Tony's over there and Barry's in the corner.
There's not.
Barry, I knew it! I forgot to tell Nesgrim not to talk to him in the city!
Oh, he's gonna.
No!
So there's not a phalanx moving through
Correct.
the woods
No,
at
th-
us. Okay,
th-
good.
Yeah, this would not again. This is
Trebuchets
also
revving up in the
you know,
background.
the
Players are here.
This is 20 miles wide and 40 miles high. There's a couple things here, a couple things there.
Okay.
There's about.
Yes, just to demonstrate to you that you wouldn't be going into an area that's going to be empty.
Okay, sure.
But they could be nice.
They might be.
Friends.
Like he knows they're humanoid. Most
Yeah.
of them are humanoid. Not all of them are humanoid.
Can we get their star side from the side?
What did he see for Rilrin? Rilrian.
Just outside of his vision.
Just outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like they can see the 16 to 30 Rilrin. Because you would think based on the map it's a tower and there's not a visible tower, you'd think something probably happened. I guess that's fair.
Okay.
So the absence of a tower for Rilrin would be notable.
For real Ren.
Rilrin.
Okay. Can you spell that?
Rilrrin.
Yeah, it's real Ren. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Lack of a tower.
Ah, dude, that was even before you played Ren. I made this shit.
It's true.
Any news on Whitehall?
I could not see anything, even with the eye. The atmosphere itself did not change. Simply being at that height and with my rather advanced peepers, I was able to see a lot due to the extraordinarily clear day that we have here, but I could not see anything. I am not sure if there is a limitation to how far this can see. Just because we could physically see that far, I don't know what the capability of this power is.
It might have a range. I can't see it very far with my true sight.
Maybe you gotta be asleep while you're using it.
Sorry?
You know, the dream eye thing that the orcs were talking about.
Possibly. I believe I had tried before to bring that through into a vision, and it did not work. I'm not sure if I could bring it into a dream, but I could try.
I mean, what if you're not asleep? What if we get you right about there without being asleep? You know, get you hallucinating and everything, and then you look.
Possibly. It might work. I'm not sure. It is a good thought, Forst.
Yeah.
Speaking of hallucinating,
What is he back?
no. Once we get through Alglatha, I think maybe that is a good time
Yeah.
to trial your request.
Yeah.
Once we're in a bit of a safer location.
For sure. Although I don't know how I feel about walking up so close to a dragon.
Yes, it is very far away and appears to be mostly sleeping, at least. I think something of that size would require a great amount of energy to move and do things, and based on the horrible burned ruins of that city that were most likely caused by the sleeping dragon that is hugging it, I would imagine it is not going to awake. Similar to Adelstan, those people moved mountains and then they just sleep.
Did you not say you saw it blink?
Oh, yes, it did. But people blink in their sleep and move in their sleep. Something like that, I imagine, even if it awakens and looks, moving is a whole other
Yeah.
thing.
I mean,
Adelstan-
Rita runs in his sleep.
Yes, Adelstan knew that there were goblins in the cave, but did not do anything until we arrived, and then he killed all of them.
I was like, I can't remember if I should.
Okay, that's fair point. He's going to get you.
Alright.
Help me.
The chance presented itself, dude. I'm sorry.
So we still alive or?
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay, good.
There are also things moving about in the Plaklaus,
The plaque house?
the Black House.
Where they make plaques?
Yeah. It's actually a dentist office.
Oh!
Yeah. There are humanoid figures, mostly humanoid, moving about. It is a very large area, but as we do move through there, we will not be completely alone. The snow also disintegrates before it hits the ground, and it is a horrible bog. So perhaps skirting the edges of that for as long as we possibly can, I would say, is advised.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
The carriage, the cart might get stuck if we just plow right through, and we're more likely to run into something. Plow house.
The plow house.
Man, I gotta
TM,
rename some
TM,
World
TM.
War.
TM.
I gotta hold on. I gotta write that down for the.
It's gonna be for
It's the
another
Fey Wild
like.
West.
Yeah, the
Plow
plow
house.
house.
It's exactly what you think.
Ah.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Farmers.
Yeah.
Big
Farmers
farmer?
only?
It's the
Big
Farmers
farmer?
Guild.
Big farmer.
Big
Big
farmer.
Is it only farmers? Farmers only.
Yeah,
Women?
yeah, right
Oh
under
my God.
bongo kazoo type. Plow house. There we go. In there.
That's the place he runs.
It's a great name. So, as we approach where the city should be, the tower is on the far side. So I am not certain. It is probably best to go north as far as we can and then cut across once rather than cut back through the fellwood and then north on the far side against the mountains.
So like walk up to Famous Leeson and then cut in from there?
Probably. Faintest Leeson also had the snow disintegrate, but not in the same way. It did not look like a bog, more rocky and crag-like, drier.
Is this the map that we have?
Yeah, that's the one that Iris had given you guys. Correct.
It looks
So-
like there used to be a road
Yep.
that went through. We could probably follow that path. Even if it's not physically a road anymore, there might still be an easier...
Yeah.
we might have an easier time traversing.
Possibly we are also more likely to run into whatever humanoid things are in there. If the road is still viable, they are likely using it to travel in and out if they are leaving.
That is, if they're cognizant of using roads.
Yes.
You know,
I'm
Reard has stated before that he saw them shambling around.
Yeah.
Kind of lost, right? Like, weird moving?
Yeah.
I forget how you described it, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's like zombies.
Like that.
Oh, undead.
Zombies in the woods.
God, I hope there's
I don't know
no.
what a zombie is.
These wood zombies, John.
I don't know what a zombie is.
They're undead. Not like her. Mindless. Well,
I mean, they smell like dead people. The whole area smells like shit, though. So,
here
Get it.
included?
Rolled a nat 20.
Here included?
I mean,
Do
the
what?
spooky swampland smells
Right,
like
that's
shit.
What about here?
Nah, it smells like tree,
Okay.
snow tree, and bird. He just cowers down. Natural predator is around. I feel it in my spine.
Oh, nat 20. Can I elbow him?
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah, you
No,
go.
Felix.
Damn.
Not a...
Yeah. What did I do?
I'm cowering. Why'd you hit me?
Yeah. What the fuck, man?
Come on, you can't take a joke.
you're
Are you
part of
undead?
Hmm?
You're undead.
You got me mindless.
Oh. So you are undead.
No, he said the other things were mindless. He said you were undead. He said not like you, they're mindless. You're mindful.
And he said,
Well.
So did Vorst.
No, I had something stuck in my throat.
elbows for everybody. Wrap him up.
I'm eating some of those oatmeal cookies they gave us when we left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, we don't have rations, do we?
I'm
We
sure
would
we
have had
do.
some.
I would say you guys, when I
I have like
expedited the packing process,
Yeah.
I would not shortchange you guys food.
The
I
problem...
would think you guys would have packed.
We also have
the
2 hunters.
essentials, Yes.
3.
The problem is that they were making magical food.
Yeah. Well, me and Rearda were able to get food for you guys, and he cooked it. And
Yeah.
we fed.
We got high.
We
Yeah,
fed twice
we're
as many
capable of
people.
feeding ourselves.
Okay. Should have killed that bird.
Really did.
Oh, yeah,
Fed a
This is a
lot.
large bird.
Bam!
We'll eat for months.
We'll never
Fucking
go.
turkey in the
You got that
sky.
giant bag
Yeah.
of salt, right?
Salted meats.
Salted tweets.
If they're mindless, then there's no reason not to take the road. But
Suppose
then
so.
again, there likely wouldn't be traps in the woods, right?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I mean, mindless does not always mean less dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, they're not coordinated.
I mean, neither are some animals, but they'll still bite you.
Yeah, they bite.
They bite?
Yeah.
Did they bite you?
No. I bit them. They tried to bite me.
Mm.
They taste like shit. Like old bad meat. I don't like it. Rotting.
Rotting flesh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we also gotta look out for meat flowers up here. This is meat flower.
Yeah, the big meat flower.
What?
I forgot about that.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, it's the meat flowers. You gotta be careful.
The big
So there's the
meat
giant phallus castle and then the meat flowers.
Are you talking
Oh
about
no, I was
corpse
warned. I was warned about the meat flowers like back in like 25. Like it was a
Yeah.
long time
A
ago.
corpse wart, or is this something else?
To our meat flower for 75
Talking
episodes.
about?
Yeah, this is the first I'm hearing.
I
of
don't need
meat
you.
flowers.
I don't need you to check
Yeah,
it.
you didn't. You weren't here during the meat flower.
That's why I'm asking.
Apparently, I was.
KS
Don't
meat
remember.
flower.
You were here.
No
It
memory.
was one of those fucking fever dream things. I guess we just mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, you guys called it a meat flower. I described it a different way.
Yeah, I
And
said
then-
meat flower.
And then someone said meat flower.
It was me, and I
So
was.
just in all caps, Glenn wrote "eat Nesquik."
I did multiple
No,
times.
it was described as a large, budding, floral, bulbous thing of pink and orange flowers.
Oh, it's a meat flower.
and it smells like.
It smells like rotting flesh. So they
So
call
like
it
a
a meat flower.
like a corpse flower.
A corpse flower. It
But
is
it's
genuinely.
not
it's
corpse
a corpse
wort.
flower.
Oh, okay.
We called it a meat flower, so
Okay.
now I am obligated to abide by my players' requests and call it a meat flower.
It is not corpse wort, though, right?
No, it's
something
not corpse
separate.
wort.
Okay.
Separate thing. Corpse wort looks almost like celery,
Okay.
just all white instead of some of the green.
Gotcha.
versions for celery.
Corpse flower is a real flower
Huh?
that actually smells like
Yeah, it's a real
garbage.
thing.
It
Like-
smells like actual garbage. They're enormous and they stink when they bloom.
Yep. Yeah, D&D just takes some real shit sometimes to make a monster. So.
Yeah, beware the orange and pink flowers. They smell alluring, but will eat you. They smell like meat. I
Yeah.
took notes.
Oh, they
amazingly.
smell like
Episode 34.
Smells like good meat.
like.
Ah, see,
You,
I was
were-
close.
you weren't
Well, they
told whether or
look
not
nice.
good meat. They
Was that
just-
from Reardon?
Yes.
Okay.
Smells like meat.
Weirdly, also phallic.
Yeah. The
The
How
other
about this, then?
thing to remember is that when we do get closer to the crystal tower, that we should stay away from it, as we were told by, I believe, Iris, that if we go inside, we will die. So we should explore Alglatha and certainly at least observe it from the outside, but we should not go inside, at least at this juncture.
But it's a pretentious wizard tower. We
Yes.
skipped the library. Ether, give me this one.
I can only dodge so many really neat things.
I feel like she told us not to go inside because like our heads would melt or something like that. It was weird.
Wasn't that?
It was a weird cryptic, like, don't do that.
Sorry, wasn't that where she came through? Wasn't that where
Yes.
the portal was?
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
Where did
no,
she-
No.
No,
She came in through Rock Dur Manoir.
she
Where's
she mentioned that there may be a gate here.
Correct. She theorized
Oh.
that there could be a gate.
Okay,
there,
that was her.
Yes.
and that
we
other
should
things
not.
could have come through there.
Yes.
Sorry, is this place called Algratha?
Alglatha.
Okay, with an L.
A-U-G.
Yeah,
Algratha.
I've been spelling it wrong this whole time.
Oh,
I
right.
Yeah,
realized that.
sorry. The text, absolutely, I respect, looks like an R.
Okay, because I was like,
it is
am
not. Alglatha.
I've been spelling
Alglatha.
E-L.
Glass.
A-U-G-L-A-T-H-A.
They got a glass tower. Alglatha.
Alglatha. Oh, I see, because they were dots like leading up to
Yep.
it. Okay, okay.
Yeah, from
It's
the
a dash. Yeah. Okay. Algratha.
Algrath, yeah. Algratin.
We got them good old southern
potatoes.
elves. Living
In
real
the
old
north.
time.
They also wizards worked in the tower in Alglatha, and that it was made from the scales of a dragon, but the soul of the dragon was still intact within the tower, supposedly.
And you're telling me we're not going inside?
Didn't you?
You gotta pay the
speak
dragon
to-
toll if you want to get in this dragon's.
Felix, did you not hear the words of the dragon through to you, Ardal?
Now I know what to expect.
It hurt you. Badly.
I just shrug.
Like almost
That's
knocked
what-
him out, right?
That's what silence is for,
That's up to Felix to tell you.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Problem solved.
Can silence block out the voice of God?
I would say at this point in the day, Ether, you would hear just a quiet, like, soft, hello? Ether, are you there?
Yes, Iris, hello?
It's been 3 days and you've not checked in.
Oh, thank goodness she called it.
Yes, I have to use a spell. It is easier if you call me.
Well, you've had multiple days to use spells and you've not used spells, and I'm just going to say I'm disappointed.
I'm very sorry. I only
No, I'm hanging up. Goodbye.
All right. Iris hung up on me.
She called you just to hang up on you.
What did she say?
She said that she was very disappointed that we had not checked in, and it had been 3 days. I don't have unlimited minutes.
Hello?
Yes,
Ether.
Iris.
I'm
hello?
not trying to be a helicopter guildmaster, but this is just inappropriate. Goodbye.
Is she the guildmaster?
Yeah, I was like, what?
I thought it was Luna.
Should you call her back?
I only have 3 of those spell slots.
Don't call her back. She sounds like she's just harassing you.
Yes, I understand that it is important that we check in, but it would obviously...
Tell her to call Thariel or
I can't
or
until
Vorst.
she calls me.
Right,
I
well,
don't have-
just somebody less bullyable.
There's no tower
Somebody
over
that
here.
won't get... I'm not
I'm
saying...
roaming.
Whenever she calls back, just tell her to call somebody else.
Oh, I mean, she can call me.
You're not really saying anything. We can hear you.
Yes, all that I have said is that what she has conveyed.
Sounds to me like you're a little jealous she's not calling you, Felix.
No, she should call you. She likes you better, right?
Why are you so upset about him calling Ether, though?
Thariel, is that you? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hi, Iris. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. Could you just do me one small favor real quick?
Of course.
Could you just pull the veil back and make like a very mean glare at Ether?
Oh, of
Just
course.
to convey my
Sure.
disappointment.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Ether.
Yes,
Thank you, you're the best.
saw
Of
glare.
course.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Iris.
No thanks to you, Ether. She calls you directly, says no thanks to you, hangs up immediately.
Make sure you use your full 25 words.
I just can't wait for the time you cast sending to her and I can pull out the number you have reached. Like that joke is going to be so good.
It's my last spell slot. We should call it for help.
Right. The number you have dialed is non-service. Sorry, Ether, I was just fucking with you. What's going on? Oh, you're dead? Unfortunate.
This is my last spell slot.
Tell them I love them. No.
Could you repeat that? Totally missed what you said.
Damn. So, Rita, do you still smell the bird?
It's gone.
Okay. How long have we waited?
Only like 5 or so minutes. Like, I would say that it was definitely coming in your direction. You guys would have skirted into the woods quite quickly. You would have heard the like kind of fade into the distance, become a very soft and then non-existent echo, and he would just kind of sniff around. Nah, I think the bird doesn't like the swamp. Swamp smells like shit, and nothing really for the bird to eat there. Bad meat. Bird usually just eats goats in the woods or the mountains.
Goats.
Mountain goats. I like
Bird
mountain goat
eats
too.
mountain goats.
Yeah.
We're going to the mountain, right? For mountain goat.
The bird's big enough to
At
fly
some
like a
point.
sun,
Barbecue.
so-
I don't think we're going that far in.
We should probably revisit that plan. Really go for goat.
What's
Depends.
the air smell like this far out?
Goat. Ooh.
Tree goat. Tree snow goat.
No, I would say because you guys are still like roughly 3 miles from the swamp, you wouldn't hit the swampy air yet.
Okay.
It would smell clean. Like it would, you've...
Fresh fallen snow.
Yeah, like fresh falling snow. Like you get that little bit of, like petrichor from like obviously some of the snow would melt. It would smell very pleasant, like that rain odor. You get the like very piney, like balsam wood style, like sappy, very earthy odor from the trees around you. You get the like, little bit of natural vegetation in the area. So like it would smell very peaceful and very alluring. Like,
Good smell.
Good nature smells.
This is a good smell.
And blood.
And blood.
Nah, no blood this time.
Good.
As he rolls.
Nah, no blood this time.
Or do you? Goran, when did you learn sending?
Sorry, you've reached
I
the
borrowed Iris's phone. She said I don't have to pay, but everyone pays.
I knew that's where he was going. Thank you very much. That's great.
Nothing's free here. How? It's because she's not from here.
That's fine, bro.
Alternatively, Iris has gotten great at mimicking people.
Yeah.
It just sounds like Warren. Got you, Ethan. You jumped in.
So
Shut
should
the
we
fuck up, Ethan.
should we continue north then?
Probably. We can make camp when it gets dark again, and
Just outside of the gross woods.
yes, and we can continue as far north as we need to. We can look for the road and see if we find it. There is a litany of snowfall in the last 24 hours, so it might be difficult. But
We may want to hunt before we
yes, that is a good point.
travel too far north while the land is still healthy.
Yes, we probably should get some excess food, which is a good idea. Rita, would you like to go hunting?
Yeah. For what?
Deer.
Mountain goat?
We are not near the mountains.
Could be. We go there.
Could be near the mountain.
We
How
We
about,
could be go there.
Plains deer.
I don't like plain deer. I like, seasoned.
What about snow deer?
You know about snow deer?
Yes.
When you like break
Snow
their necks and
deer.
just jam them in snow.
What's wrong?
This way it chills them. It's good.
Real cookie bag, right?
You can taste the fear.
You drop out of the trees.
like a Spider-Man.
Right. Wait. No. You pick a tree. I'll pick another tree, and we'll see who can get a deer first.
All right.
All right. Forrest, you in?
Hmm?
Snow deer. We gotta put a deer in the snow.
Hunting.
Like,
Yeah. See, you didn't know. You're dumb. You're not cool like we are. You never snow deer, boo.
The gaslighting contagious?
Yeah.
Sometimes this
I don't know, I
person
believe
is
it.
really neat.
I believe him for sure.
it's actually a lot more fun, like, if you just find a deer and try to snow deer them, but keep them alive and see if you can, like, ride them away into the woods.
Is that
So
how,
you just, like,
That's called snowbacking.
that's how we met Melissa and Melody.
Yeah.
snow deer. That turned out to be a snowman, but,
Didn't Melitho mention something about barebacking? I thought.
probably not the same context.
Oh, all right.
Hey, it could be. If you do it to a bear.
Yes, that was what I thought.
What are you doing with the deer?
If you try to snow the bear
What are
real
you
quick.
doing?
But then the bear gets up and runs away. Then it's snow bearing.
Alright.
Well, I'm not going to pick the bear. You can have the bear if you want.
No, deer is fine.
Some big burly dude's walking through the woods. You're welcome to try to wrestle him real quick or something, I guess.
I have a 7 strength. I'm not going to do that.
I mean, I guess I could walk through the woods, like if that was.
Text Claudia.
No.
Wrestling bears.
Thank you.
No, the tree
You're
climb
not
sounds.
into it.
This sounds like
fine.
a terrible hunting
He starts
excursion.
slowly, sadly climbing a tree. You see him just like get to the second branch and just. Fine.
You said you enjoyed snow deering.
No, I do. I don't care now.
All right.
Don't care now.
I'll climb a tree.
I don't want you to. Man, you're not invited. You're ruining the fun, either.
I'm gonna go.
all right.
I'm just kidding.
I'll
You
be
can climb a
right
tree.
back.
All right.
I'm gonna go grab some deer.
I'm gonna climb a tree with my bow and arrow.
Okay, good. Sarah, what's your passive perception?
17.
You would just see, like, as Rita climbs the tree and just, like, hits, like, a branch, maybe, like, 6 or 7 feet up, so, like, a little bit off the ground. He looks over and sees Ether climbing and then just looks over in your direction. Be a bear and then walk around. He'll have to tackle you. That'd be really cool.
How far away is he?
He's like, I would say that, like, ironically, because I think it's hysterical, you're right below him, so, like, 3 feet. You're looking up. He's, like, right here. Be a bear.
Do I hear?
Your passive perception is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows what I look like as a bear.
Be a different bear.
I can only be the white bear.
Try harder.
Do better.
Do better. You're like a druid.
Yeah,
You're like a druid.
I am a druid.
So, like, do the bear thing.
I can only be a white bear.
Oh my god, you guys are exhausting. You see, just like lean against the trunk, just like a toddler throwing a tantrum that's just run out of energy. I don't even
Like,
want to tackle a deer anymore.
I'll turn into a bear, but like
I don't
it's
want you
an
to.
all-white bear.
You ruined it.
I've already done
It's
it.
not fun now. A bear! Hey there! Get it!
I'll jump out of the tree. Oh my god!
Get it!
Oh my
Are you
god.
just standing there going, oh my god, a bear.
I dropped my dice.
We're going like a guardian.
Yeah, seriously.
What am I rolling? I'm diving out of the tree.
I mean, are you attempting to grapple the bear?
Not
Or are you
really.
just
I mean,
jumping
I'm
down
just
and going,
jumping
ah,
onto
bear?
I'm just jumping onto the
Get it!
10 on the die.
Are you kidding the bear?
Yeah. I'm not gonna hurt Retora.
Yeah, I'm not asking.
yes.
I'm not asking
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
gonna
I'm
beat the shit out of Sarah.
Yeah, I'm
Stab
gonna
the
grapple.
bear.
I'll like wrap my arms around him.
Would you?
got him.
Would you at all resist, or would you play along for a performative element? It's obviously entirely up to you.
I would just stand there on all fours
Yeah.
as a bear.
Yeah.
Rip his legs off.
Like my AC is 11.
Yeah. It's for grapple. It's not an attack.
Oh,
That's why I'm asking if you would resist. If you're resisting, you're rolling a grapple check against him. If you're not resisting, you're not rolling, and he's succeeding automatically.
I mean, I'm just like I want to just hold my ground.
Okay.
So I guess that would be resisting technically.
Sure.
Like I'm not gonna pull away, but like
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm a whole bear.
Yeah,
I think bear should have
I
a
don't-
proficiency bonus.
He's
for
also not
performance.
tackling you. Like,
Yeah.
he's just
Yeah.
loosely rolling his arms
Yeah.
around you.
My strength is also -2, so it's an 8.
Cool.
11.
Yeah. So, I mean, you would, like, kind of wrap your arm. Again, you're not... I'm not saying she's throwing you off
Yes.
you. You're just, like, loosely wrapping your arms around,
Yeah.
like, the bear's
Like if I
neck, and
wanted to
she's
walk
like...
away, I could.
Oh, no. And you're like, oh, shit. Like, bears are fucking just strong by nature. Jesus Christ, this is ridiculous. And Rita's just, like, above, just like, do it! Put the bear in the snow!
Yeah, I mean, I'll flail and
Yeah.
fall off of Retora.
I'll
to
just
the, to
flip
the snow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get launched forward.
Dude, bears are so strong.
It got me.
It's a brown bear, which is a large creature.
Yeah.
While they're doing this, can I just kind of like meander around through the woods? Because I'm assuming I've never been to this part of the woods, and just try and like check out like
a little further north, yeah.
just kind of check out like the trees and like see if there's any like markings in the snow or anything of like any indication of animals or creatures nearby.
Make a survival check for me, please.
I would love so much to have gone out to go get a deer while that was transpiring, to come back to Ether just falling off Retora's back like, oh, like
She got me.
like just dragging a deer like, what did I miss?
Don't worry about it.
Alright. throw the deer.
Does it look like you snow deered it?
Chell, you said tracks, the
Yes.
trees, and animal life and stuff like that in the area? So again, with it being predominantly like coniferous pine trees and things like that, obviously the needles hang low, like they go down almost to the base of the trunk and things like that. So despite you not really being familiar with this area of the Fellwood specifically, as a girl who grew up around here, despite being like pretty sheltered, you still would have been able to go out and explore like a little bit more during the spring and summer times and things like that. At which point you would be very cognizant of the idea that all the wildlife in this area would be predominantly low to the ground. So, just by nature and the height of the tree, you think to yourself, get low if you're going to find anything like it's going to be. Yeah, thank you.
Gotta drop it low.
If you're going to find anything, it's going to be down here. On the dance floor. No, you start not crawling around, but like crouching. Yeah.
Oh my god!
On your elongated fingers.
Yes, cuddling around.
Yeah, like a spider dancing atop the water, Dawn. She glides through from tree to tree.
That's exactly how I see it. In my head
Is she
canon.
within fireball range? What the fuck?
Is that not how you traverse the forest?
No!
You're
I
much
gotta look
better
for
in the
tracks.
snow.
I walk or I use wings, which she has access to both.
You've seen water bugs before. I'm just that.
That's horrifying.
So you got that, you got a bear.
You're snowberry people.
But I know it's you. What the fuck that?
It's me, your friend. Sorry, It me. Dropping it low, being a bug.
Oh my god.
I would say that as you are, again, crouched down and trying to like observe the lower reaches of the trunks of the trees, again, because like there's been a substantial amount of snowfall, but like because it's obviously a heavily forested area, there is a sufficient canopy to where you wouldn't have the full like 3.5 to 4 feet of snowfall that would have occurred out on the flat plains. You would be dealing more with like maybe a foot, like 1.5 feet roughly worth of snow. That is, you are approaching some of the trees, trying to like parse through, looking for tracks. You would find that there wouldn't be necessarily a track as though footprints in the ground, but you would see a spot that looks as though it's difficult to describe the shape that the trajectory would be in, but like if this is the tree that you're currently looking at, you would see that just north of the tree, if you're like here walking, curse you, pen! If you're walking in this direction, you would see that just north of one of the trees in your surrounding area, you would see that there would be a pretty wide, almost like trench dug through the snow, as though something that were moving didn't elevate out of the snow, but effectively carved a path through just with its size, its mass, that would look as though it goes at an angle towards the tree, halts, and makes a stark turn. So you would see, like, in the same way, like, think back to when you were a kid and we would have had, like, a reasonable snow and you're not able to get your knees above the height of the snow and you're just kind of, like, shuffling through, so it looks like you're carving a path. There would be, like, little bit of angular motion for, like, your hips sway or your knees move. You would get indentations in the snow. There would, at the center of this, almost be a very thin parting of, like, a stark angular peak of the snow that would have existed for where your feet as they're shuffling through. I'm trying to demonstrate, like, this clearly is like a bipedal thing, but it seems like it's pretty big. It would be, you know, a little bit more than 2 times the width of like an average human being. Again, still like that little bit of a centerfold in the center. But it looks like it walks a path towards this tree, halts, turns, and then continues north, away from you.
Based on the way it's been snowing, does it seem fairly fresh? Or does it look like, oh, this has maybe been there a couple days and it's
Seems like it's fairly fresh.
Whichever nature man is in the nearby vicinity.
Hey, how's it going?
I would say it's Boris. He was just coming back with a deer that he
I
put in the
was
snow.
just trying to find another deer to...
This is
Yeah.
pretty big indentation, don't you think?
Yeah, that is weird.
Like, I mean, I would just look ahead and see as far as I can see where it goes. I'm assuming it's like well ahead of me. But...
Yeah,
They
you'd be
real
able to...
deep set,
Yes.
and are they familiar?
I would ask you to also make a survival check because there would be, like, with a 10, I can't say, like, you would have spotted that there would be some kind of tracks left here.
Sure.
Depending on whether or not he rolls better, I can give additional pertinent information. Like, a 10 being average, you're not going to miss the enormous fucking trench dug walkway in the snow. That's just obnoxious for me to try to, remove.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. 13.
With it being slightly better, I would say that you would see towards the base as you get as she is kind of insinuating the trajectory in the snow and she's kind of looking out more a little bit into the distance. You would, again, as a hunter, instinctively go towards tracks, to look towards the base of the snow, to also then get some kind of inference or opportunity to be able to discern what kind of foot you're making out of this, because that is what is going to delineate to you what kind of animal. You've just gotten recently acquainted with your horse. It would feel like this is somebody that has been pushing a horse through the woods. Not pushing, but forcing their horse, like driving their horse on a walkway intentionally through very heavy snow and the horse struggling to make its way through it. It is like 3 fucking feet of snow. Like, it's still a substantial enough amount of snow, but a horse is not going to be able to just be like, this is whatever.
We had trouble
horse
with
talk.
our horses getting through
Correct.
the snow.
You had trouble with your horse.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, your horse was naturally, genuinely slowed because of the height of the snow. It's a little bit smaller in terms of the height of the snow in here because of the canopy of the tree cover for the forest, but it's still an amount of fucking snow that the horse isn't just like trotting along fucking easily.
And
yes.
a pretty decent rate
decent-
of speed and like spacing between the.
It would feel like it's a trot, like an okay speed, but not anything
Fast enough
more
that it's
than
like it's working to get through.
Correct. It also, again, noticeably stopped at this tree. I'll tell you that with you both here with your passive perception, it doesn't seem like there's anything strange about this tree. You rolled a 10 and you rolled a 13. Like, there's nothing outlandishly strange about this tree. There's not really much to infer as to why this thing walked to here. Again, with a 10 and a 13.
I mean, it seems fairly fresh. Maybe it saw us? Whatever it was.
Oh, where are the tracks going out?
Away from us. Maybe we scared it?
Yeah. It would have been coming from the north, walked to here, stopped at the tree, and started to go back north again.
Gotcha.
Just at a different angle. But, like, that's why in from here. So, like, I could continue this and have it go like that. Mm-hmm. It is genuinely like a V shape.
And it would be hard to infer how recent, but recent.
Yes, sincerely, because there's not much snow cover on the ground for where the horse would have traversed through, you would be able to, again, you're a good tracker, probably within the last 6 hours. So, like, kind of recent. Not like, oh my god, this thing was here 6 minutes ago.
They were watching us the whole time.
Correct. So, roughly 3 to 6 hours ago.
3 to 6, so they would probably still be somewhere in the area.
Should we try and find out what or who it is?
That seems like something that we'd run back with everybody and kind of let them know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, we're all in the same kind of area.
Well, he's over here trying to wrestle a bear, and he's throwing a temper tantrum in a tree. I didn't know it! I think he's trying to kill you. I don't really know.
Yeah, shuffle back over to the party and just tell them
the
what I
rundown
saw.
about the
the
tracks.
last thing to be able to try to discern pertinent information, I would let you do a smell check. I would say probably not with advantage in this instance, just because it's faded.
Yeah, it's like 6 hours old, so.
Yes.
It's 18 on the die.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know what my smell bonus is.
I think it's perception.
Is it just
I
perception?
think it's just perception.
Yeah, okay, dirty 20.
Because I think it's you get the advantage on perception checks that involve smell,
Yeah.
but it's still a perception check.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Get a Caesar salad for lunch.
He wears the size 11 boot. The horse.
Oh.
Pisces?
I would say that there is this, like, it's a very faint smell. One, again, because it's been 6 hours, but two, because it feels like in the vast reaches of the environment and the abundance of natural elements around you, again, between the harshness of, like, balsa wood and pine trees and things like that, like, those are going to be encompassing, and they're going to fill the atmosphere around you. You're standing here with Thariel for a moment discussing, like, how do we best appropriately try to go about this? Like, how do we confer with our party and communicate like this? And, like, how does this change our plans? And then there is, for a very small moment, an odor similar to, in terms of trying to ascribe it a smell that is comparable to something that we experience, like, obviously not like on a day-to-day basis, but
Formaldehyde.
not formaldehyde, but, like, genuinely you're kind of not, like, weirdly off.
Like decay?
Chemical?
Chemical. Like, in the same way that when you crack open, like, a bottle of rubbing alcohol and you get that, like, really harsh astringent alcohol odor to it.
Yeah, always off.
Yeah. Like, for our Whippet friends. But, like, or in the same way, like, when you open, like, fucking paint thinner, and you get
That's
that,
what I was
like,
thinking, is like
just
acetone.
pungent,
that,
like,
yes,
yeah.
that really pungent acetone, like nail polish remover, any of those things where it's like, you're standing here and it's like, oh my god, like, the trees smell lovely, like, everything around here is really nice, and you get low and you smell, like, you look at the tracks, you recognize, like, this is probably, like, horse wit, like, it definitely feels like the grooves and the indentation has, like, that horseshoe pattern. And, like, you're low, you're getting up to talk to Thariel, you start to speak, and it's just the, like, sudden hit, like, that whiff of, like, it stings your eyes, they start to go red a little bit, they water around the edges. It would smell like the same kinds of things for what the shamans would do to attempt to purify individuals who came back wounded and infected. I think we'll end there.
Well, friends,
Salvation.
the path for salvation. And here it is. Friends, thank you guys very much for watching this evening. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We will be live next on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time for the Lost Kings of Edoras, and the next Monday at 7 p.m. for the City of Oshuamp once again. Thank you guys very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.